Good evening, builders. We are back with some more Shadow Empires, and the beatings will continue, apparently. We have been having a very, very rough go in this one. There's my camera. We are on a pretty hostile world here. We finally pushed them back, for the most part, away from our capital. We have been eternally set upon by enemies, external and internal alike. Our revolving door of clowns that keep rebelling against us every time we almost get somewhere. We've had multiple high-ranking people do things. They keep siphoning away population, which would otherwise be working. We have these giant 19-foot tall carnivorous beavers that are attacking us. We have iron buffalo, which are stampeding us. We have these guardians who we absolutely hate, who have ruined our game for us so far. However, we have their city in sight. We have their city in sight. Maybe we can get there. We are exceptionally worried about several things. One, population. We have lost so many population to the meat grinder of the front, to the rebellions, just people leaving because of how miserable it has been with danger and fear and unrest, all kinds of bad events. Two, food. Food is still not looking that good, especially considering the pop that we have. I think we are having issues with A, getting enough workers, and apparently B, getting enough electricity somehow. Let's make sure. Up to 100% production here. I don't know why that would not be at 100%. We definitely have spare. Beyond that, our doomsday scenario is metal. We've used up the ruins in our capital, north of our capital. We are currently using the ruins here. However, there's only 8.2 scav left. That is not a lot of scavenging. We do have another set of ruins over here, and it is a pretty big one. 23,000 would keep us going for a little while. However, we have multiple instances of dangerous wildlife. We have the Major, who is probably going to defeat us at some point. We have the arachnids who have been pushed north by that Major up here. If we're going to take and hold these ruins, we would need to hold this whole string of territory at bare minimum to keep the supplies flowing. I don't think we have a choice. It's just something that has to happen, but we also don't have any extra units. We finally got a unit down here to lock this territory off for ourselves, and thank goodness we did. It keeps the wildlife out. We're currently having a problem with trying to keep the wildlife from breaking through right here and cutting off our front supply lines. We are finally getting some motion going on here. I believe our tanks are up here. I think we were in a holding pattern waiting for some replenishments. We have not built our replenishments. In fact, let's just do that one. We cannot. We don't have enough industry. We only have industry 1 here. It is not remotely where I would like to be at this point in the game. We're over 115-ish turns in, and we have industry 1. We have an ammo factory. We have a truck 2. We're starting a little bit of quality of life stuff just to try to suck in some of this population, which we just very recently got inside. Oh, I see the AI is building landing strips nearby. That's great. That is absolutely great. Yeah, we are in big troubles. We are in big trouble. Look at this. We don't even know what sealed roads are. Yeah, we are in dire straits. We're going to try to make nice with those guys to the south because we have no chance whatsoever. I was looking here. If somehow we were able to push them down to here, we would only need 3 units to hold the territory. I don't know how we would do that. If they back off, maybe we'll just move up and try to take the territory. If we do take this town, we do have a scav location, but who knows what's left at this point. They may have already sucked this dry. There's this one, which I'm pretty certain would have some metal, but how much is left? And this is not one that we're at war with. Then we are at war with these guys, who I believe their city, I think it's up here, or maybe it's over here. And these guys, who their city is right here. But you'll notice, I don't see a ton of ruins. I don't see a ton of metal. So I don't know. We may be on our last legs here. Hopefully we'll be able to finish this idiot off next turn. And that's about all I can say about that. We can't build the reinforcements we need. We're just gonna need to chill for a couple turns and let that recoup. Our money's okay, but going down. What are we? Let me check where we're at on that. We did change our taxes recently. No, we are still losing a lot of money. You can maybe get your income tax up to 40% if people are really happy. Our people are not really happy. So I don't have a good plan on that. When we have to start lowering people's money, I think it all falls apart. So we're in pretty dire straits. Yeah, we'll see what we can do to turn it around. The long-term thing is we need to replenish this front so we can keep moving. We need another unit to be raised so that we can go hold this territory. If things move backwards, I may risk trying to get in there. I guess we could hold that with 3, 4. So if you went here, you went there, you went there, and you... Okay, we do have enough units in theory, to hold that, but that's going to rely on getting this idiot out of the way. So hopefully he just backs up and gives me the space. Who owns this? We own that. And they own this. Okay. I at least managed to hold this. I really, really wanted to hold this river system right here as a defensive line. That's going to be relatively difficult for them to come out. Conversely, we will not be able to push forward into Cloud Forest across the rivers, but at least it's a front line. So that's where we stand at the moment. Let me check in with chat here. Eric says, will we get access to new ruins or metal deposits before we run out of metal? Will we find the cat girls, or has the giant chitinous beavers eaten them all? Find out in episode 3. That's right. Hey, Matthew and Miles and Moors, Dim Bones Man and J-Rob, hey, Droog. Miles says, serious clown rebellions in my game. Yeah, this has been rough. This has been so rough. There's a reason I like to start with Heart. I really like those loyalty bonuses in the early game when people are just going to be really cranky. It just gives you a little bit more of a soft landing because we've just been in a death spiral. There's been several times where I thought we were turning it around and then some rebellion would pop up and everything would go to crap again. So that has been just an ongoing problem. Evening Slice. Okay, let's roll a turn and see what trouble we get. That's usually the best way to start. Yeah, I think we need to make a serious push for that ruin in the northeast. Ooh, hey, we had a fight down there. Was that a plane attack? I don't know if we're going to be able to push in the west and actually take that before we run out of metal. I have very strong suspicions about that. Okay, we got pushed back. Oh, we got pushed back twice. Oh, that's not good. We killed 600 and lost 500. Those are not the type of losses we could be taking. Gain strength of will. Commander of the 1st MG, Edda Volorin, was killed in action fighting on the front line. We discovered hydroponics. I mean, that is good. I do like hydroponics. You can get robot upgrades that use less population. We discovered radiation filters and some random piece of floof flying in front of my face. We generated 1 stratagem, Recruit Junior. Oh god, it's Deathwalker. Yeah, no wonder he shoved us back that far. Alright, well, that's pretty flimsy, isn't it? Alright, let's do decisions first. We'll gladly help you exterminate the Syndics. Request in helping Syndic cells. Who are these people? This is the president of Forest State. We would lose a whole bunch of government and gain autocracy. I think we're gonna have to say this no matter how much that's gonna piss him off. Because we need the government. Order acknowledged. We need a new commander. We have Zero, who's a Cap 3. He's a really good Cap 3 though. I would prefer not to put him on the front line. I have lost more commanders this game than I think we have in 3 seasons. This has been absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. Okay, we'll pull in the Junior. I'm gonna do the bureaucratic push while I'm in here. If we don't like the Junior, I may pick up the Merc. So, Perry. Perfect. Perfect. Perry, you look like a frontline man. Look at that clean-shaven, chiseled chin. You could smash a walker with that thing. And we need to. We need to smash a walker with that thing. Sentinels in the group. Okay, there's no sentinels there. But I really only have one unit. Yeah. Sentinels in the unit. I feel like they are getting more sentinels. I don't remember seeing this many on the front line. This is only dudes here. Let's fire into that.
Open fire.
Yeah, we get a lot of hits with these guys, but we're just not getting the kills that we need. We built the rare metal mine for selling metal. Yeah, and I mean, we will do it. The thing is, it's not like the trader has a limited inventory. The metal, he'll sell me 3 metal for 111 credits each. That tells me the rest of the factions are buying up the metal and not selling any. If we go to sell, rare earth is down to 5.6. No one's using it. Whereas we could sell the metal for 53. That's not good numbers. That's not good numbers on any part. Luckily, the metal can just sit. It's not like it's going to go bad on me, so that's fine. Okay. God, those stupid droids, too. I think we're going to make a push here with these two. You also kind of sort of went down. All right, let me see. If we had you to attack. All right, we're going to make a try.
Engaging enemy.
Man, that is not it. That is not it.
Need backup.
We do need backup. I do also see an opportunity right here with these stupid creatures. I think I have to take it. If we do this... I really don't want that square. Okay, let's do that. Maybe this other creature will shuffle out. All right, you are in big pain. That's all I can say. You're in really big pain. Let's reinforce him with some RPGs. That sucked. That sucked real bad. All right, let's reinforce that so we don't get another breakthrough. God, this Death Walker. That's literally what this thing is, with this walker with 2 assassin droids. We didn't get the tank that we needed back. All right, I think you're gonna shift down. Yeah, what a rip. What a rip. All right, over here. Boy, you are also not a friend, are you?
Let's go.
We do need to wipe these out in detail. Okay, good. Or they'll just slip away through that crack. Okay, that's at least something. This guy can start heading... Probably faster if we head towards the road. I don't remember if we thought there was something here. I think we thought there was something in that. That frees up these guys to come this way. All right, Godzilla moved back. He's probably right here. All right, I think we have to do it. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. All right, guard the oil. Okay, we have these 2 units coming though, and these are decently sized. I think we'll probably combine one of these small ones into something better when they get here. I think this is good enough that we are going to commit to this. I won't be able to do it now, but we'll need to build roads, and that's going to be stupid expensive across a major river and a minor river. But we need the metal. We just absolutely need the metal. I also see that we are losing energy, and it's probably because we can't get enough work in here. We have enough workers. Okay, that's a little worrisome. We just finished building the university. I think we are going to immediately need to queue up solar panel. So we need 3 rounds, so I'm gonna need 3 machines. Yeah, I do see that, Dim Bones Man, thank you. Yeah, let's just queue it up. As much as I hate it,
Yes, sir. Roger that.
that's gonna be a big problem if we run out of juice. Okay, replenishments. First thing first, I need the armor. The armor is what's gonna actually move us forward. Second, oh man, we have a lot of need. All right, well, produce me 900 buffalo boys, and that's all I can do. Okay, this is still spider territory. I would love to get up to here, but I don't have the IP to get the road down here for supplies, so. Yeah, defending something like this, or even this. Who are you? And that's Forest State right there. God. If he declares war on us, we're dead. There's just no way. I mean, just from the fact that he has a road network with 1, 2, 3, 4 real towns and some outposts, no shot we could take that. And if he owns this, we can basically assume he has this chunk too. So we cannot make peace up here because we need to have territory also. And he's probably going to circle into these guys before I can get there. So we're in big trouble. We're in really big trouble. All right, we've spent all of our IP. We're also out of recruits basically. We only got 100 recruits from here last turn. We're only trying to get 200, and we're relying on the Wagner group here to get 300 more in. All right. Let me catch up on chat there. You forgot about the Immortal Walker? I mean, I tried to disbelieve in him too, but he's real. Guardians get light tanks instead of walkers. Guardians should, yeah, I agree. Guardians should get light tanks, or even a medium tank would be okay. Walkers are just impossible because they get a bonus against infantry. They get a bonus against the tanks. I have nothing that can touch this thing. We're basically waiting on him to either retreat and die in the retreat or have an accident. And I believe the only way these have accidents is attacking them when they're having to cross water. I don't even think that we can get normal accidents on these guys. I mean, you guys saw me. I threw probably 10,000 men into this machine. And yeah, our equipment sucks, but you know, it is what it is. We did turn the power down, but I just turned it back up, Droog. We only had it 75%. Unless I have no idea how to actually get stuff done. Died to fire-breathing giant mollusks. I'd say you failed successfully there, Axe. Perfect. All right, let's run it. I would love it if these other neutrals would just shuffle off and just let me close that gap, and that would free up some extra men. Yeah, look at this. Green is closing in. I'm really glad we grabbed that this turn. Yeah, ruin. Just on this screen alone, I can see ruin, ruin, ruin. I think there was one up here. That's more metal than I have in, oh god, in my territory. Where was that green thing that squeezed through? You. And you just cut off a whole bunch of stuff. All right, well, green has to go back to the front. Where is my buggy and my tank? Oh god, it's Deathwalker. I guess next turn we attack it with the tank? I have got nothing else for him. All right, we have one spare green unit here. If we shuffle him there... Can't move any of that. That would free up one of these guys, but he doesn't have any juice to move because he got attacked. How bad is our supply here? Really bad. So that's weird. So he took the stuff, cut off my supplies, and then I instantly took it back between turns? I'm not exactly sure how that one worked. Yeah, that's a little strange. All right, I think I'm gonna have to cede this square here. I don't think I can hold that. If we go here and here and here, it's not ideal, but I've locked the monsters out, in theory. These are not going to get supply, though, next turn, unless I bring a road this way, but I don't think I can. No, because we didn't technically own that last turn. That may have just won the war. Are you guys out of food? No, you have a little bit of food. Okay. But you have, like, no ammo. You have no... Yeah. No, he didn't teleport. They broke through right here, and then he walked. Okay, I got nothing else that I can do about that. Move up here. Reinforce over to that one. I have literally no industrial points left this turn. 3 turns on the solar panel. Geode wants a special exemption. My son is eligible to be drafted into our military. However, he's physically weak and mentally not suited for the horrors of war. I'd like you to give him an exemption and allow him to pursue a career in humanitarian work. I would normally say no, but I'm pretty willing just to make people happy, so we'll say yes, because we are hurting. Dude, no. Stop asking for stupid things, guys. Like, we do not have the... We can't do it. Just literally can't do it. We are in a fight for survival at the moment. I would prefer if he was going to move, he would go that way. I don't dare bring somebody off this line. Yeah, we don't even have this fully buttoned up now that I'm looking at this. I don't have a way to solve that either. Yeah, okay, that is what it is. We are making a little bit of money via selling probably a little bit of water and a little bit of oil automatically. But other than that, okay. Oh boy. We do have an anti-tank gun, but we haven't been able to afford to make one. Yeah, these walkers have absolutely decimated me. We started off pretty decent, but ironically enough, as we killed off the infantry, we had less things to cause HP routes, and they made the walkers better. And we're in egotism too, which isn't helping. All right, you need to head towards that. You go up here. I was going to combine things, but now I think we need this guy to go plug another hole, so run that way. Okay, we're all right. We did get supplies down there. They also reshuffled their front. I will take that. Yeah, I think we just gotta chill on this side. Look, why is my... Okay, you guys are vaguely getting supplies. They would really appreciate some supplies coming in, but we're cut off from right here. I think we're gonna have to assault this thing. I mean, it's not gonna go away. All right, you go here, you go there. Let's see if we can get the pseudo attrition by doing that. They did fall back, which is really interesting to me because I don't feel like they had a need to do that, but I don't dare step out into the open to take that. I'm gonna sit in the tree line until this is dealt with. We have no production. It's just literally getting slurped up. Yeah, it's getting slurped up. Sacred League demands you hire it. Sure. Come on in, buddy. Autocracy reaches? No. Salaries? I mean, frankly, I need to give some of you guys a pay cut, but I think you'll all go rebellion on me if I did. Help to control traders. Will we participate in the crackdown? This is Forest that wants this. A bunch of autocracy if we did it. I really don't care. I want meritocracy and we're just not in it. Or we could gain a bunch of commerce. I'm gonna say yes because I need the better relations with them. If they declare it's GG, that's the point that we're at on that. All right, we have no points to spend. Let's get these motorcycles over here too. I want as much recon on this as I can get. And I think we're also going to bring the artillery. All right, what we would love to know is this, but I don't think we're going to get to know that. Gray Fate says he needs power to operate. If you surround him and can keep him contained, he'll run out of juice. Sometimes I find that the AI gets buggy with that. Hopefully that's the case. That would be ideal. Does it take? Yeah, I was just saying, Jarob, it can, but I don't know. It can be a little bit buggy. They don't use traditional supply lines, but it seems like if you get a full surround, they do take some kind of magic attrition. I don't know the exact mechanic behind it. Because like my troops would starve in like 3 turns, they would be dead if we got cut off. I've lost many a game in the early game by having some random thing cut off my main supply road and having my entire army starve to death. That's why I'm so worried about having little holes that they can pop into, or a breakthrough like what just happened there. I wish we could have taken that territory. Okay, no losses. Oh, we have an attract free folk card. I should probably do that down here. 21,000. Okay, this thing I think attacked him and pushed him back. I am okay with moving up. I'd like that guy to shuffle off to Buffalo. All right, he's still here, is all I can say. He's still here. All right, we still have no IP. We are making some dents in the solar panel, which we desperately need, so I can't really not do that. We're also losing metal because our road is cut off and I can't build a different one. Yep. Motion that we are at war with Panzerum. Shove off, buddy. What are you thinking? This guy's an idiot. Diesel, shut up. You have the worst suggestions. Minor worker strike in Okami. All right, we are going to have to bribe them because we cannot keep shooting civilians. All right, strat cards. Let's get a few of these. So let's continue to pump you full of spies.
Order acknowledged.
A grain convention. Okay, we could do a bureaucratic push. A war game might not be the worst thing ever. Tract free folk. Yes, on my zone, please.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
We rolled a 90. We managed to attract 1,900 people. That feels a very small number for rolling a 90, but it's better than 0, I guess. We're gonna do it twice even. Rolled a 42 and we got 800. I don't know, I guess it's linear. But hey, any amount of people we can get into this city will help. Yeah, we're above 60,000. It's been a long time since we had more than 60,000 people. Surrounding is the problem is the Deathwalker. He's punched out. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. Should be declining. It's hard to tell with a mech. I think if this gets to fully zero energy, it would die, I think. I'm not certain because he's got those assassin droids with him too. I kind of want to do some attacks here, but I'm also kind of just happy if he wants to sit for a few turns. Maybe we throw some ranged artillery shells into him. Maybe we just get a lucky hit. That is not a lot of lucky hits.
Aye, aye, sir.
All right, that is what that is. Okay, our water is full also. Let's come in here and go to our water and knock the production down. $1.2 turns left on the solar panels. All right, you get into there. I think we're going to combine these two. So if we go to transfer to the 14th, everybody transfer. Yep, there we go. Okay, that's a little healthier. Those arachnids will absolutely eat these guys' lunch, but they don't seem super aggressive, so it's what I have. It's what I have. Oh wait, hey, and we were able to cross the river here, which frees this guy up. Okay, and let's put both of these guys here, and then we will transfer. That didn't work. Transfer. There we go. All right, 10 units, and this is coming to here to plug that hole. And this is what it is. I really wish we weren't having to spend this guy here, but thus it is. No reinforcements are coming because I have no IP to help. I think we're going to let this go another turn before we try and attack. I have a feeling bad things are going to happen when we make that attempt. Our artillery is too small caliber. Yeah, it is. We do get some kills on their like older infantry, but other than that, it's not. It'll still help with the lowering down their entrenchment, but yeah, I'm not building any more of this caliber. And we can't really afford to build anything anyways, so. Okay, another quiet round. I wonder if they're just waiting for us to die out from metal loss. Okay, we actually have some IP this turn. Does that mean we finished? No, but close. Okay. Militia wants a commemorative plaque. She would be happy about it. We could use the extra militia. I have money. All right, yes. We'll make a fancy one. No changes there. Justice Knights want us to hire. Sure. Motion to be at war. Diesel. Did you get dropped on your head or what, man?
Roger that, sir.
That's literally my game over condition, is being at war with Forest. Resettlement proposition. Should we accept refugees? Yes, they will enrich us. We gain 12 meritocracy, which we could really use, and we would lose some government, which we don't like. That's a lot of meritocracy. I'm gonna say yes to that. Tried to keep my... Did we lose our martial? No. We still have our martial tournaments. Okay, good. I haven't really seen those guys pop up, but that's mainly because we're just getting stomped and not winning fights. And again, we did not see any action here. I'm sorry, motorcycles. I'm sorry. Somebody has to go in.
Let's go.
I need to get the recon on him before we try a real attack. Alright. Go in. Again, just lower his readiness, lower any entrenchment he might have.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
I don't hear him shooting on that last one either. How did he get kills? Maybe he just didn't play the sound effect. All right. Come on, guys. Cornered wolf here. We are a cornered animal. How the heck?
Requesting backup.
Man. I don't feel like he's running out of ammo. I do not feel like he is running out of ammo, whether it's electricity or actual ammo. I can't see that, can I? No, we don't know anything about him. Robotic militia, we can see that. That was pain. I honestly thought we would probably get a retreat on him there. Okay, well, make me the tank. No, I don't think we're even going to make the tank this turn. I think we're going to go for getting the infantry out. We're going to get only what we need. And then we'll get some of the machine guns. We'll get one of the machine guns. Gray says, I've noticed some sound bugs with units not making shooting sounds. Tanks in particular seem to be mute. Ah, interesting. I hadn't noticed that before. We definitely did hear the laser sounds last stream. I think we literally can't hurt the walker. It very well could be. Oh, hey. Yeah. We actually can see supplies now, though. That should be going down. Even if it is electricity, this should be going down. So unless he's magically getting supplies through the pond, there should be no reason that that's working. Yeah, Garridos, I agree. I don't know if this counts as having a full surround. I feel like we need a unit there for it to be a full surround, even though he's technically cut off. Like I said, I don't understand that mechanic. It's like magic attrition, because it's not the same as the attrition we take. Does this game have a nice tutorial, or is there a 1-hour YouTube essay? DOS Tactic can be very verbose about his planet generation, but if you get past that, he has pretty good tutorial stuff. In my season 1, I do a lot of tutorializing, but it's definitely not just a single hour. It's a very interconnected game. I did some tutorializing at the beginning of this one, but my season 1 called, I think it's Beginning the Babel Project. There's a playlist for it. I do a lot of tutorializing. The manual's also pretty good for this game. Although, this problem. We are literally paralyzed by this. This is taking up so much of my forces. Are you still at 100? We don't know because we don't have enough recon. What is going on here? All right, I'll bite. All right, we're gonna trade this out. There could be something in here. I'm willing to chance this. Okay, there were in there. We did get the 1 kill. What is happening? Why are they falling back? Are they starving? Did they mess up their food? We don't know because we don't have enough recon. Okay, there they are. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know why they're pulling back. Maybe they think that Deathwalker was defeated. Maybe they don't know. They don't know what's happening over here, maybe. I mean, that would be super helpful. Even if there's no metal over here, just more territory to be able to prospect. Maybe we could find some metal. Incident with reckless behavior. There's been an incident while I was with some troops in Okami HQ to clean a minefield. I wanted to show the example, so I told the troops to stand back and let me clear the first mine. Many bystanders and now the population in general think that I'm too reckless and eager to impress. I mean, I don't know. He didn't do anything that was going to endanger anyone else. I don't think that was that bad. And holy crap, you guys are pissed off. We're going to support his actions and take the unrest just to not piss these two off even further. Holy crap, they're mad. Stop coming with stupid ideas. I'll stop calling you stupid. Motion that the number of hexes. Sure, buddy. There's a vague chance we could get some hexes. Very nimble fingers. Wow, remember when we used to get unit upgrades, guys? That was crazy. We'll take the heart.
Aye, aye, sir.
Yeah, I feel like we're in the state of like, the beatings will continue until morale improves. Okay, well. Do we finish our asset? Yes. Okay, we need more replenishment troops. I will take that tank, please. We might actually be able to fit some more stuff. Give me the machine guns. And we have some RPGs. No, we need RPGs. And we're not going to do the buggies. Okay. All right. Well, hey, at least we've managed to replenish. And if I had troops, look at this. We have a breakthrough if I actually had troops. If I had troops that weren't holding this guy in place. He's also cutting off my metal supply. I literally do not know what we can do here. We don't have the metal to produce a medium tank. The bazookas just bounce off of him. All right, maybe let's bring the bazookas up. We'll fall back to here. Maybe this thing can scratch it. I don't know what else we can try on that. There's a great council guide in the Steam Guides. Yeah, I have that open a lot of times when I'm streaming. I find it very sad that the game just doesn't tell you when you're having to pick somebody what skills they use. In order to design new ones, you need your model council axe. You start with the, at least on tier 3 tech starts, you start with the technology for carbines, which will help, but probably not against giant fire-breathing mollusks. Yep. Also, don't feel like you have to play with aliens. Aliens are definitely a difficulty increase. Okay, is there any other card we could play? I mean, we could keep pumping bureaucratic push just for the extra research. Yeah, I think that's all we can afford. Our next goal is to hook up that other scav point. Yeah, they're using airplanes against these aliens, by the way. So we know that Forest has an Air Force. We don't even have the Air Force Council. That's worrisome. Okay, attacking me in the north. Okay, I did kind of think that guy would get pushed back. Oh, the animals moved away and then moved back. Dang. All right, we've finished designing Buffalo Boys 4. That's a good push forward. Incident at the library. I don't actually care about this stat right now, but I can't take 24 unrest. So we'll just reverse your decision. Okay, here, develop new MG. Build upon catnip 2s. We're using the gas-powered machine gun. We're gonna go up to the padded enviro suit. Okay, I would like to model low regular. We are still running around with Buffalo Boys, by the way. I haven't had any time to sit back and upgrade people. That would also be a helpful thing to do. $79 morale. Readiness is pretty low. It's down to 23. I want to say maybe he's slowly starving. Maybe. I'm going to wait for these guys to be full and then we'll try again. I am willing to throw some shells into you just to help keep your readiness down and not let you dig in.
Aye, sir.
Why bother with a death world when I can have a hell world? That's the spirit. Yeah, these animals all backed off and then they came back. Very unfortunate. Okay, I'm going to chance that.
Mission completed.
Okay, we killed their assassin droid. That's actually a pretty big win. Because that shrinks my front by 1. This animal would just slip out this way. That would be the ideal. And then we could close the door behind him. 45 readiness, 80 morale. So his morale went up after getting shelled. Great. I think he liked it. Okay. Are we sitting on anything? We need 500. All right. Yep, that was 400. 500. There you go. All right, can we get across this river? 104 points. Go. I've got to get this connected. I've got to. This is going to be a lot of strain, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's going to be pretty rough. Position in Okami. There's some displeasure among our population. A number of prominent businessmen and family elders have asked the right to petition me. Allowing them to do that will give them the impression their complaints are legitimate. Part of our problem is we have a faction of people who likes democracy and a faction of people who likes autocracy, and no matter what decision I do, somebody is super pissed off. Our factions did not help. We didn't have a single good faction at the beginning of this game. We're gonna let them do it. I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to get this hooked up before I have to build more reinforcements for over here. Is the metal or the IP? Yes, J-Rob. Yes. I can double check the cost. But I'm pretty sure it's both. Because remember, it's not just the guns. I need towing trucks to go with them. Okay, he had tried to attack out and failed. Now is the moment. Now is the moment. We are not going to have a better opportunity than that. He has 100 readiness. How do you have 100 readiness? You have no supply. Is he nuclear powered? Because he has no humans in this squad, so he doesn't need food. I bet you these stupid things are nuclear powered, and they don't need any supply. I bet you that's what's going on. They have aircraft? I don't think these guys do, Forest definitely does. We've been seeing them splat the bugs up here with their Air Force. All right. Dirt road into there. All right, here. I would like to build a recycling facility before we run completely out of metal. We are going to probably run completely out of metal. Start the construction. I would normally build my machines, but I don't think we're going to have enough metal to finish this if I do. Can I buy 2 machines? For 300 something credits. I'm going to have to.
Yes, sir. Roger that.
We're literally going to like have metal the turn we run out of metal. If we actually build that on time, which we probably won't. Okay, here. Do it.
Open fire.
We're not really looking for a kill here. We're just looking to try to lower readiness and entrenchment.
Aye, aye.
I don't know how well we're actually doing on that. All right, guys. 12-1. I don't believe you in the absolute slightest, game. You are a liar.
Engaging enemy.
You are a lying liar. "28 hits.
Need backup.
29 hits. Did we even get a hit? We didn't even hit him. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Purple wants me to hire. No, get out of here. Nobody likes you at all, ever. I'm not even going to build reinforcements because I don't think we can afford that. Okay, now here. Yeah, come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Keep going south. Migrate south because then I could use 1 unit to plug the hole and we would free up several units. In fact, I even have 1 extra unit here. Okay, man, if this tank was over here, imagine the work we would be doing. Imagine the work we'd be doing. Okay, well, yep. 100 readiness after falling back is hella broken. Yeah, like I said, I think these Guardians are just broken. I think they are the stupidest addition that we've had lately. The other ones aren't so bad, but these guys are ridiculous. He's completely cut off and has been for like 5 turns. We've been bombarding him. We've been probe attacking him. We've been attacking him. I think this thing is nuclear powered firing lasers. And so he has, and because it's robot and he has assassin droids, he doesn't need food. So there's just literally nothing I can do to this unit except for hold him in place while we kill the town. Okay, in 2 turns, the crisis of egotism will be gone. That'd be great because all my leaders absolutely hate me. That would really be great. Yes. Yes. Keep shuffling. Keep shuffling. All right, I'm going to chance this. I want to try to tighten that noose. All right. This is a horrible idea, but I feel like I'm wasting my opportunity over here. Drive over there. I want to get into position that we can attack into that. We're obviously not doing anything, and I'd rather have guys die than tanks to this thing. The tanks are so much more expensive.
Copy that.
Nope, can't afford a council. Can't afford to build anything. How are we doing on this? Are we actually building? 1.3 turns left. Okay. Can you just civil war a faction to death? You can cause some rebellion stuff to happen. Like, you'd have to go in and probably finish them off, but you're looking for autocracy cards if you want to do something like that, Axe. I believe it's Call to Power is one of the cards. The thing is, we are going to have to end up killing all these units to get into his town. High-speed machine gun tech. Okay, there's something. Hire your candidate. No.
Roger that,
No,
sir.
you guys are done. I do not want you guys. All right, you... Justice Knights, you guys are okay. But we're not going to be able to do that. Like, we just literally cannot build that. No changes there. No changes there. Okay, we have protests that are going on. Okay. Please try to calm them down. We failed. Unrest increased by 30%. I'll take the commandos for the meritocracy. Okay, meritocracy is back on top yet again. Nice to see green rolling in with tanks. Perfect. He's gonna end up taking these guys. We are not in a good way. Okay, yes, yes, the buffalo went away. Okay, we have one spare unit. Go up to there. All right, you go to there. Yeah, just chill on that. Yeah, we have literally no spares. 0.3 left. We should be okay. We're gonna make it. Go. Buy metal with creds. Last time we looked, there were 3 metal for sale, and they were 111 credits each. This game doesn't, to my knowledge, make resources appear out of thin air. Anything you're getting from the traders, there's a hidden background faction of traders that are moving resources around. Battle mode got really super duper into that in his last playthrough. If you want to hear more about the mechanics of that. Babel, if you check the start turn video again, perhaps you should use the guy with his head in his hands as the thumbnail. Yeah. A new Zeitgeist, a time of relative calm. Oh, thank goodness. Look how happy this kid is about that. Me too, little buddy. Me too. Could everyone just chill out for a couple turns? That would be super helpful to me. That would be super duper helpful. We have sucked in about 15k of the pop over here. So that's at least something good happening, vaguely. Okay. I would prefer to push these guys. Do it.
Bring in the tanks.
Please don't lose any tanks. What did I just say?
Operation.
What did I just say? What did I just say? Did we get it done? We did. We literally, on like the turn that we were gonna run out of metal, got this done. We're gonna save up and immediately upgrade this to rank 2. How much do you have left? We still have 8k here, but nothing's getting done. We could try to add more road here. I finally actually do have some industrial points. This whole time we've just been out. Yeah, let's do that. From there to there. This is just rage-inducing. National budget allocation. I want it noted also. Remember we got that GW tank and he died literally the first shot he took? How is that any different than fighting these guys? All right, no changes there. No changes there.
Roger that, sir.
A walkout agitator. All right, Apollo, investigate him. Critical failure. 5,000 workers left us. About those worker shortages, eh? That's a thing, eh? Okay, don't really need to add roads, even though I kind of want to. Let's just save the IP for when we actually have metal. We have anything we can do? We could get some spies in. Boy, look at this. He has multiple zones. What is your VP? Are we about to lose? He's not even in first place. That's the scary thing. You need to be at 50 points, and you need to be above, what is it, 10 more than the person behind you? Some amount more than the person behind you. Whoever Woodbond is may win this game before we ever even see them. Yeah, and I don't dare attack with that tank again with only 2 left. We're gonna have to wait for more. Okay, other strat cards. We were aiming spies. Okay, here we go. Blessed Water Top.
Order acknowledged.
Sure.
Order acknowledged.
Let's see if we can just get the map. Nation. Do the bureaucratic push. We actually have 3 fate points. Let's go ahead and grab the combat sims. We could play... I don't think this is going to help us, though. I think we've kind of maxed out our militia. It's based on the militia thing here, the militia thing here, and how many units you have out. I think we've kind of maxed this out. I don't think we're going to get more out of it. Leaders. Okay, we have a Medal of Merit. Angus. How about we... Oh, you already have a medal. You already have a medal. Here you go, bald lady. Have a medal. Be happy, please. Next turn we're out of metal. We just finished our extractor, our scrapyard axe. So we'll have income next turn. Oh, there's the population. Oh, and that walker's attacking out again. We lost 100 infantry and 10 guns. That was probably my artillery that he attacked. Civilization's raised to 5. Got no fate pack. Did get a bureaucratic push. We did lose some of those. Okay, I'm not going to rebuild the smaller ones, so that is what that is. He's at 100 morale. I'm almost certain that this is a robot. This is a full robot unit, because here it shows robotic militia. I think this thing is just literally independent, which is absolutely horrible for us. All right, but for some reason they're falling back over here. I won't say no. We just captured that population. 31,000 more. Try to keep the road. If this would just trip and die or fall into the lake and free up these units. All right, we did get metal income, so we are safe until he declares war on us. That is forcing. Do we have anything we can try with him? I don't even dare do this because we'll probably fail and piss him off. I can't even bribe people correctly. All right, militia wants attention. Sure, you can have head pats. Democratic Steel Front wants you to hire. No, you idiots are the second worst. Drills for bureaucrats. We'll just make everyone mad. There you go. That's the least bad option. Okay, I think we need our replenishment troops. We will spend some metal on that. Apparently we lost some transports. That's spooky. That must have been with the artillery. We're not going to replace that artillery. We're not going to replace buggies. I would love these, but we can't do it. Hey, Mike Wold. Woodbond is killing it. Yeah, and they're in second. No, Woodbond's in first place and Forrest is in second. I think we have probably become a note in history, especially if Forrest comes and takes this guy, because then I have nowhere to go. Like, we just expand north and that's it. And I mean, if we had war with him, he's just gonna bomb us. We don't have AA, we don't have planes. He actually has like units of tanks roaming around. By the way, this is what I was saying about the AI cheats on roads. So the AI gets to build free dirt roads. Can you imagine how much IP he has spent on these dirt roads? There's no shot. Like, I could have built one piece of road like this. There's no way I could have this interconnected freeway system that he's got. So that's one of the reasons I play with the mid-core logistics, because that's just ridiculous. That's one of the few ways the AI cheats really, really badly. Okay, they are giving ground fast. I'm here for it. We are probably starting to stretch our supply lines a little bit. He did push me there. Let's get into here first. Incident with over-ambitious order. All right, let's make people vaguely happier. Autocracy reaches no.
Roger that, sir.
Cultural exchange. An ambassador from Forest State proposes a cultural exchange. We will definitely say yes.
Order acknowledged.
Because if they declare it's GG. They demand release of a spy. Sure, buddy. There you go. There you go. Okay, we have some more spies.
Order acknowledged.
Pump a couple up there. Bureaucratic push. Yep. Don't really have anything else. All right, 0 retirement actually. With somebody who's super duper cranky. Okay, we didn't get it, but at least it didn't cost us anything. Just to have one less person to rebel against us when it inevitably happens. Okay, also, I would like to upgrade this. So if we were going to... We would need 2 machines. So, workshop. 2 machines.
Roger that, sir.
And then I think we're just going to do it.
Copy that.
Bad RNG, I really like the area of the map that you start at. Yeah. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, right? And we didn't know these were Guardians when I didn't take peace. You have to remember that. We didn't know who this was that literally walks up there like, make peace with us or we'll attack you. And all we knew is that they were a miner. I mean, I guess we lucked out that it was only one of them and the other 2 were regular farmers. We lost 100 infantry. Hey, we actually managed to keep a promise. Okay, catnip 3s are done. Incident with discipline. There's been a bit of an incident. I'm sad to say I might have gone a bit overboard in imposing discipline on my subordinates. I forced quite a number to stay in the compound until their job was finished. Some of them have now circulated stories among the populace that I am a tyrant. The populace of Okami HQ is angry and might have some unrest. All right, we'll support his actions for 12. We'll ignore it for 6. We'll just ignore it for 6.
Roger that, sir.
You want us to go to war? Okay, Diesel. You are an absolute moron. Who are you? What do you do? You're my SHQ. Is it because you hit things? Like, this is the 4th time he's literally tried to make us go to war.
Yes, sir.
Have you not seen the tanks, Diesel? Do you know what a tank is? Because I have bad news.
Sir.
All right, we will redesign our bazooka next. No, you know what? Let's actually design an anti-tank gun. Build upon this. All right, we currently have a 60 millimeter gun. We've actually never shot this at the walkers. So maybe that's going to be okay. I don't know. I have a feeling with the walkers, we would probably need like 105s. But I can't afford them. So I think we're going to try a 60. You know what? No, cancel. We have no training on that. Let's just build one and see if it works. If we're going to build one. Artillery, we could go up in size in artillery. We could build better bikes. We could build better bazookas. Let's up the bikes. Yeah, build upon speedrunners. We're gonna stick with the gas-powered carbine, but we're gonna go to a padded. All right, that's fine. All right, can I build those replenishment tanks yet? I could build one. I think I would rather get my infantry. 8 of those. 2 machine guns. Okay. Also, that reminds me, I need to go to models. I need to go to our machine gun. Regular, low. Someday we'll modernize our army.
Hostiles detected. Need backup.
Okay, you got me, monster. You got me. Good one. Good one. Okay, I thought so. We're getting somewhere, though. We're getting somewhere. I really hope that I can get to this square to attack into there. I hope our tanks can push them. Because otherwise I have no idea how we're going to get them out of there. Okay, we will go to bureaucratic push. That's really all I need from there. We got a couple more spies.
Order acknowledged.
Pull those
Order
out.
acknowledged.
Another medal of merit. We're just kind of literally going down the row and just, here you go, Diesel. Here's a big gold star for you, buddy. Yeah, take it home and put it on the fridge. There you go, buddy. Maybe you could stop trying to make us go to war with Forest. That'd be real nice. Artillery takes tons of ammo. Ammo we're actually doing okay on. Well, I say that. We're at 4,000. I am on 25% at our ammo factory. So, we're okay. We're not good, we're just okay. Yeah, that Cloud Forest road network is a stream. Yeah. Like I said, this is probably 120 or 160 IP to build. Plus crossing rivers. Plus crossing hills. There's no shot I could afford this at all. At all. Look at this. He has an automatic clinic. He has a bureaucratic office 5. We have a bureaucratic office 2. And that's in one city. Here's another auto clinic. So he got relics. Biofuel. Biofuel. Airbase. Yeah, so he only has 2 towns, but he has 2 towns. So it looks like he started right next to a miner and he just conquered it instantly. And so he doubled his population. And then he got this one. Yeah, 100,000 people. 90,000 people. Any one of these cities is bigger than I am. And he has 4 of them. And he is getting awfully dangerously close to Baden. If we can win this war, I think Baden needs to be my next target. Okay, and that's that. We'll price an independent gun and we'll see if we can get one and test it. I have a feeling 60 is not going to do it though. Not against a walker. And you have to imagine these walkers are like Battletech mechs or like a Gundam. Like compared to what we're running around with, which is like middle beginning of World War II tanks. Not great. We don't even have tank skirts yet. We lost 10 motorized. Okay, hey, we discovered the last quality of life thing at least. All right, you know, the mech is free. I repeat, the mech is free. Okay, well, maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Maybe that will count as a real surround. Maybe that will count as a real surround. I really, 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 really need these tanks. I just got to do it. We have got to get this tank squad ready to go. There's so much I could be doing right now. If we could properly, like, equip people. You are not the one I wanted to actually move. At least we're moving forward. Soldier morale reaches 82. No, it's not happening. Nope, we are not making that much money. Riots in Okami. You know what? I'm gonna pay them off because I cannot afford more problems. We are at 19 unrest. Yeah. Yeah. Calm your nerves with some nice money, boys. All right, strat card. Give me a bureaucratic push. I think that's probably it here. Hey, you know what? And a war game. 190 experience for all of our commanders. There you go. That's a little something. All right, and while I know we can't do it, I did say I would look. An independent anti-tank motorized right here. So we need 1,600 men, which is what we have. 512 industrial points and 360 metal, which we have neither of those two. He's off of your Shane. What's a Shane? The walker is not contained. I repeat, the walker is not contained. All units, please take cover because you're gonna die. Oh man. At least he moved off my road? He's trying to reconnect to his line. Look at this. He's definitely, yeah, look at that. He's definitely trying to reconnect to his line. And he does. I don't know if that's good or bad. We killed 100 and lost 400. Speedrunners 2 is ready. We found some intact equipment. 300 GR grade infantry. I'm sure they will die instantly, like everything else I've got in this game. I'm actually getting to the point where I'm relatively salty at this stupid thing. This is just getting to be ridiculous. I need some Benny Hill music. I gotta be really careful here because we're out of supply for a turn. I'm actually just gonna seed that. I don't want to have starvation problems or something dumb. All right, you have some food. No, you don't. Nope, pull back. We should be able to get supplies to here. I wish my tanks were ready. Oh, if only my freaking tanks had been ready. Imagine the cutoff that we could have had there. incident with firing a popular subject. We'll reverse the decision. Motion that the number of hexes that we have recon over. You want us to get like 80 hexes? That's not going to happen. I can't. I have no more bureaucratic. All right, we will go ahead and up the bazooka. I didn't want to do this until we actually got a better tech, but
Sir, yes, sir.
better armor, less losses. Major worker strike. All right, I can afford to bribe you like one more time. Scientific exchange. We will say yes.
Order acknowledged.
I basically say yes to anything they want because they will end me. Wood Bond is in search of a special item. Yes, you too. Do we see Wood Bond? We do. Yeah, green has us here and Wood Bond's right there. That's not good. Wait till all the mecha stacks get to defend the sea. Yep. Yep. Okay. How we doing on that upgrade? Okay, we just finished the upgrade. Okay. Yeah. For the next upgrade, what do I need? We need 2 rounds. Okay, so we would need 2 machines. All right, I'm not going to start the upgrade this turn, but I'm going to make the machines. Man, there's the Air Force striking that guy again. I wonder if they're just reconning those, or I wonder if they actually have offensive planes. Good luck with the Immortals. Thanks, Drew. You too. Again, that walker unit just literally just shoves his way through. We killed 300, we lost 500. Okay, we have reconnected in with our supplies. All right, this squad right here of the loaders, it's no good. We're actually going to go ahead and unit admin disband you. Yes. Because they're just not performing. They're just using gas to move around and whatnot. Okay. Here, I want the blue to swing south. All right, no buffalo here this time. Green, get in there. All right, you swing around to here. Okay, we don't have the AP for it, but if they're not out of here, I am going to tank attack this, and then hopefully we can hold and choke, and maybe we can get a surround right here and get a bunch of their forces surrounded. Now, I don't know how we're going to kill them. I have no clue how we're going to kill them, but maybe we could get them surrounded. Militia commemorative plaque. Yes.
Copy that.
National budget, no changes. Population happiness reached 27. I'll accept that. It's just at the whim of the random events, whether we succeed or not. Yeah, we have no fate points, so there's nothing I can do. Change anything there. Okay, none of those are gonna be helpful. Give me a bureaucratic push. Bureaucratic push is my economy at the moment, apparently. Alright, spies. Okay, that's non-aligned. For a second, we were able to see wood up here, but we've lost sight on them. Blessed Watertop. Okay, we'll send some more into there.
Order acknowledged.
I kind of like how spies work in this game for revealing the map. It's kind of cool that, like, slowly we build our spy network out further and further and further. Okay, we have our tanks for once. Okay. We don't have enough for the independent towed gun, so we'll hold off. Do I want to start the upgrade? And the answer is probably yes. So, construct, mining. Actually, hang on. Are you being worked? Yeah, you are being worked. No, let's actually hold off on that. How much power are we doing? Okay, we lost 37. We go to government. Let's build the hospital. That's a little more quality of life. Let's make an attempt to get that happiness. And then we need to research the VidCom station. So let's go to organizations, eco, all, research.
Roger that, sir.
Okay, we would like VidCom.
Yes, sir. Roger
You know, that
sir.
soil-water recombination might actually be a tech that we would want to at some point. Not that we're in position to make any use of it at the moment. And how are we still losing food? We just don't have the workers. Okay. I wish the game let you know when they got caught. So yeah, that's another one. It's just like when militia spawn. I wish there was a beginning of turn like, the militia are proud to sponsor this unit, and then like you could click and it would take you to it. I wish it was the same thing. It's like, we lost spies in these zones, and you could click it to open the menu to send another spy. Okay, the animal is probably over here, unfortunately. Hopefully he does not zoom through here this turn. All right, do it. At least I see a chance. I see a chance. It's all going to come down to if we can shove people out of that city, though, with our tanks. Because the only other option would be to build some bigger artillery and start shelling them. I don't know how long we can keep that up. So we're kind of counting on shock and awe to push them out of the city. There. We killed 400 and lost 400. Hey, there we go. We got the population happiness. I saw we also got a medal. Incident with discipline. Dude, Victor, my man, what is going on? I'm going to take the one that makes other people happier. So we're going to ignore it. Interior tasks. Okay, I don't need any more tax stuff. We'll put it at 1. I don't need tariff stuff. We'll put it at 1. I think I would like some more human resources. All right, we did get a Medal of Merit. Ooh, we have 2. All right, who's the next person that gets the gold star? Reserve? No, reserves don't get it. Secretary, your name's not coming up a lot. You already have one. You already have one. You're not super important. Maybe. Yes. Model design gets it. All right, then military research gets one too. Just, we're going North Korea on this thing. Everyone gets medals. Just literally everyone. While we're here, spy.
Order acknowledged.
Nation. We'll do a war game. No, we won't because we're out of PP. Boy, it's been a while since we've been out of that. And there was a rebel. Huh. Okay. We're not at war with Forest. I'm just gonna have to chance coming off that border. I have nothing else I could possibly do. Okay, you actually can go there, go there. Again, every time we almost kind of sort of get a foot forward. Okay, first, you should be gone. Why are you still here? Disband. Okay, move back up, move back up. All right, we're gonna make an attempt on this. This is a little dangerous, but we need to play some risks here if we're gonna have any chances. Of course, they had walkers there. All right, it was worth a try. Armor, claw. We can't produce another one. Right, you are having food problems. I think we just pulled it there. Okay, he is in the hills. That's unfortunate. I was kind of hoping we could be cheeky there. We're getting them to collapse, but I don't know how we push them any further. Yeah. Okay. We are also running out of food very rapidly. I think we're gonna have to expand that dome. I don't think we have a choice.
Copy that.
All right, do that. Give me, nope, not that. Workshop. We have no metal this turn. Okay, well, we're not gonna be able to build that without the things. We trade 206 credits for a machine.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
This world sucks. That's all I can say about this world. It is literal highway robbery. I bet you the cat girls did this. Look at this. And meanwhile up here, this dude's paving the road to his conquest. Pay to win. That's what's going on up here. We lost 900 infantry and 10 tanks. Next RPG model's ready. All right, I think we're just gonna dig in here for a second. Incident was serious. Rather embarrassing incident. Secret Service was arresting some men in a pub when I was having a drink. I questioned their actions. Okay. I don't really care about any of those stats. What can I do that doesn't piss people off? Sure, I guess we'll just reverse the decision. Democratic Steel wants you to hire. No. Motion for autocracy to reach. No. Policy speech. I would like... We'll promise BP, but it's probably not going to happen. We don't need any of these upgraded at this point, so we'll know new orders that. Okay, what are we sitting on? We have no metal. Why do we have no metal? Metal's coming in, but not fast. Metal's coming in, but not fast. We produced 121, and we didn't spend it. We did spend it though. No, construction used up our metal. Okay, no, nothing for it. Yeah, these Sentinels have basically cost us the game. I can't see a way that we're actually going to come back from this. If we weren't bordering this major, maybe. But the thing is, he's going to eat this guy. And then what? We have these two miners. That's not going to be enough resources to catch up to that empire. I can't imagine how. Unless we find a metal mine. If we have a metal mine, maybe we can hold on long enough to find metal soil filtration. But I'm not holding my breath. Motion that we are at war. No, thank you. Walkout agitator. Investigate who's doing it. We failed as usual and we lost population. Yeah. Man. The death spiral has been very real in this game. I feel like we've basically been in it since turn like 20. Okay, 0.9 turns left on increasing our food, which we need to do desperately because we're almost out of food. Everyone else is just gonna have to chill. You. We can check the rares. The problem is that there's just no metal for sale. It's not even a problem of affording it. There just isn't any for sale. If only this had been a regular metal mine instead of a rare. Oh, man. Suffer no losses. Well, that's nice. The arachnids of Sothororo territory seem, according to some adventurers, to have reached the Nexus level. Well, that's horrific. I thought they were wiped out. I wish they were wiped out. Incident with missing sense of humor. Oh, the no humor people are back. All right, we'll denounce him. Motion, the number of leaders goes up to 18. All right, I'll accept that one. That one's fine. We'll just immediately pop that. So we will do, we have a talent. Give me a talent. And a civilian. There you go. Mission complete. All right, how did we do it? 0.2 turns left. Okay, and in the nick of time, we got some food from somewhere. Part of it is, I bet you this guy, yeah, Apollo's mad, so he's not making very good rolls. But depending on the roll they make for agriculture, you get bonus food. So when he throws his rolls, we get less food. I've already given you a medal of merit. Yep. Nothing else I can do about that. All right, we have a smidgen of metal this turn. No, let's just finish the dome. I think we're gonna sit still and we're gonna try to upgrade all of our infantry. Get the padded suits, get the gas guns. We're not making any progress forward at the moment anyways. We also should see how much salvage we have left. They're attacking across the river. Please hold, please hold, please hold. We didn't hold. We killed 200, we lost 600. Yeah, we have not been trading well at all. Gained workers' rights. Well, there's something. A heavy tank model. We are so close to building heavy tanks. Yep. Very close. Okay. Reinforce that. Okay. Replenish troops. Yeah, look at this. We need 25 of these just for reinforcements. Machine guns, we need 400. Everything else is okay. We could use a light armor. Okay, well, if this isn't going to work, maybe we try somewhere else. That looks attackable. We'll see if we get our reinforcements for that next turn. Okay, these same 4 units could cut this off, but I don't have enough units to cut that off. Oh, never mind. And Forest is already down here on those ruins, so moot point. All right, you do seem to be having attrition properly, hopefully. Okay, we finished the agrodome. Yeah, I think we've just chilling on that. Incident with Geode. I cannot really afford to have him be mad. We're just gonna take the unrest. No change in tasks, no change in military. I mean, I guess we should go ahead and design these. So we'll design a mechanized artillery. Last time we did the 180s and that thing was ridiculous. Let's do a 105. And it gets minimum plating and a medium engine. We're probably never building one of these things, so I'm not gonna be too careful with it. Our workers are harassed. All right, who is harassing them? Critical success! Oh my gosh, a success! Remember those? I almost immediately got a name and made an arrest. Unrest did not increase. God, that's what we're supposed to be doing all game, is making our meritocratic rolls. Okay, somebody asked about trade a second ago. We could sell 112 rare earths for 10 credits. I'll do it. That's a pretty bad deal for us, but there's 6 metal for sale and it's 64 credits each. And that is not even worth it. Not worth it at all. Workshop. I will produce 2 machines. And with what's left, what do I want to upgrade? Probably blue first. Probably blue first. All right, you upgrade the 4s, as many as I can. We can't afford that. We can't afford any of that. All right, never mind. Out of curiosity, has anyone here ever dealt with the walkers with any level of success? We've fought them before, but we were in games where we had lots of metal. I seem to remember we were using like assault light tank brigades to take them out. And or maybe we were using medium tanks. Imagine being able to afford a medium tank. That'd be crazy. Suffered no losses, made no kills. Okay. We heard rumors that in the wastelands, arachnids from Rabaria territory have leveled up to be a hive. Oh, there's multiple hives. There you go. I think the androids, yeah, I'm pretty sure the androids are, I want to say they turn like hits into kills or something. It's ridiculous. That's what I'll say about that. All right, replenishments. All right, I will get those. I'm not sure who's using those, but that's fine. Oh no, those were spares. Oops. Artillery. Okay, we're not asking for artillery. That unit that I disbanded is acting like it still exists. You should not exist. You don't exist according to the order of battle. I'm not sure what his problem is. Okay, incidents with boldness. We'll just denounce you and move on. No change in the budget. I just cannot spread our BP anymore. Okay, our main line has been refurbished at least. Let's go ahead and attack here.
Target destroyed.
That's what we should be seeing every single time. Do I want to let these guys go? No, let's try it. I probably literally cannot kill the walker, but that is the correct move if I could. All right, I want you up here so I get better recon. Okay, then blue. Buffalo Boy 1s. I would love to upgrade you to 4s. What is your problem? I'm not sure what's going on here. It says click to start specified upgrade. We have the metal. We have the IP. What is your problem? It's logistics, I bet. We probably don't have the logistics for it. That's okay. It's not the worst. At this point in the game, we should have multiple cities and we should have sealed roads. Okay, what about if we did these guys? Yeah, you got some Buffalo Boy ones. Yeah, these work. Yeah, it's logistics over there. That's another thing. I kind of wish when you were having logistics problems for upgrading, I wish they would spell that out a little bit so you weren't guessing. Hey, Marion Babek. Finally caught one of your lives. It gave me the bug for the game again. If my suffering gave you the bug, at least something good came from this one. We've had an absolute misery on this planet. This is mech hell. We thought it was going to be evil cat girls and giant chitinous beavers, and it turns out it was actually the assassin droids and walkers. I wonder if the other major, they are either buying it up or they're just not selling any. Because remember, it's the private economy who sells into the merchants, and like our private economy owns no metal, so they can't sell it. The only thing they have that they can sell is IP and food. Yeah, a little bit of transport maybe if they owned it, but they don't. Okay, I think that's turn. Yeah, we don't have the IP. No. I know, I've watched the first two. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are nuclear powered walkers with assassin droids, and I literally can't kill them. Like, I literally have thrown probably 40 or 50,000 troops into one of them, and we haven't scratched it. Oh, and the flying units, perfect. Suffer with you and not reroll. That's the spirit. You know, it's okay to lose games. It's totally fine. It goes to show that there's still some challenge. Yeah, there's that stupid walker right there. We were just talking about him, and he just broke out of our encirclement. Guys, there might be a chance. We finally found metal. 5329. 5320. It's gonna be over here, I bet. Yep. Okay, well, here's the problem. There's almost, I mean, I'm gonna do it, but we're gonna have so much strain on this. This is gonna be a really big problem until we take the city. Also, we have a stupid buffalo over here. Also, his lines collapsed. Yeah, look at it. How does this thing still have 100 readiness after doing that breakthrough? That is just absolutely ridiculous. Where's my other pink unit? Have we lost a full unit over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No? Okay, that's the fourth. These guys are the fourth. Yeah, that's not them. Where is the other guy here? One. Okay, so 1, 2. Oh, that's right. They're stuck on the northern border. Yep. Okay. Now I know where they're at. Yep. Okay, you hop in here. This is a mountain. There's like no shot we're digging anything off of that. All right, green, come over here. Green.
Hostiles detected. Need backup.
Darn it. All right, well, at least everyone just ran away right instantly. All right, let's get him cornered. I think we're going to make an attempt. We have not fought the buffalo with the tank yet. I need to clear him out if we're going to secure the metal. And then how are we going to get a road over there? It doesn't really matter where I go because it's all going to be complete crap. So let's go for the cheapest crap. I kind of want to go this way to be further away from the front line. All right, that'll also help with our supply over here too. All right, I think we're gonna make an attempt over here. This will probably be a slaughter because these always are.
Let's go.
This is where having some artillery would have been nice to soften these guys up. Okay. Right back down there. All right, that's at least another thing taken care of. I just want it noted that we literally did not start with any metal. I want to go back to, on the world gen, instead of making Tech 4 guarantee you a metal mine, that needs to be a separate setting. Guaranteed metal mine, yes or no, should be a separate setting. Because I would not mind turning that setting on just for having a fair start. It's kind of like in Dominions, if you play with random maps in multiplayer, some people just get absolutely screwed, and some people just get like super amazing starts. And if you're going to play something competitive, it's better to have a more fair start. We are sitting pretty good on cash. I am actually going to make my militia a little happier. Meritocracy reaches 68. You know what? I'm going to try. I'm going to try. Okay, tank is out of AP this turn. By the way, these buffaloes count as walkers too, so I'm sure this will go very well down here. What is our other guy doing? Our military guy is not currently researching. What do we have available? Like, I feel like he should be doing something. Any organizations, military.
Yes, sir.
What do you have available? Small Gauss arms. That would be a huge damage increase. Okay, RPGs. Give me the RPG.
Yes,
I'm astounded you survived this long and pushed them back. Yeah, we are literally on a knife's edge. Like, we are so... We are up to about 100,000 population, though, so we have doubled our pop. We have slurped up 2/3 of these guys, and not that many of these yet. So we have a little bit of pop around, at least. I don't know how we're going to finish these guys off, though. If all these walkers just end up in town, I just literally am not allowed to kill them, so I don't know what we do. Even if I reduce the town to rubble with artillery, walkers will still be there. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Somebody just attacked here. Is that forest? If that's forest, we are really screwed. Getting pinged around up here, unfortunately. We lost 900 infantry. That's forest. All right. I'm going to keep fighting this out, but this is a lost game. We're completely surrounded by another major with forest right here. So he must have taken this. He did. Yeah, he's got me completely encircled. So even if we make peace with him, I can't walk through his territory. So he'll just have me surrounded and then we just sit here. So that is GG. All right, stupid walker. You go there. Button that back up. Reinforce that. All right, you. Let's see what this does.
Engaging enemy.
Okay.
Get destroyed.
Okay. The HE was good enough. Was good enough to kill those. That's at least something that would have been in our favor. Okay, there's the metal. So from here, we need road, dirt road to there. And then here, we construct a metal mining facility. What? That's crazy. And we need to make ourselves... Oh, nope, we already even have the machines. Yeah, by the time you beat the robots, yeah. Yeah, for sure. We're going to fight this out because I am curious to see what's going on just for my own future reference, but we have lost. Like, I'm officially calling that. Like I said, even if I make peace with him, we literally sit here until he wins the game doing nothing would basically be the hope, and there's nothing we can really do to change that. That would be a reason that having Oceania would be good. This is not... I have a vague memory. Yeah, look how thin this is. It's just a thin, weird, like, ocean. And it goes all the way to the south and not quite all the way to the north. So we could sail to the other side. But Oceania has so many problems. It actively makes the game worse, in my opinion. So we are not turning Oceania on. What do we do? Incident with firing popular. We will just make peace. I just can't, man. We cannot. We don't have enough oomph to build all that. Major worker strike. We do have some money now, so we will keep paying them off. Democracy works best when you bribe people. What do you want? Release spy? Yes, we will totally release your spy. Don't give up. Well, we'll fight this out because I want to see how this is going to go. And if we can, maybe we'll attack spare, but we're done. Like, we can't beat this major. If we look at the map, he literally has me completely surrounded. I'm the little spoon in this situation. He is the gargantuan spoon. Okay. I need this guy. Okay. On the other side of the river. Actually, we're okay here. Yeah, there's no river here. All right, let's see.
Engaging enemy.
As usual, this is about as good of a situation as we can get. He just attacked across the river. He hasn't been here fortifying, and we can't touch him. We just absolutely can't touch him. We're not even getting hits. So it's not even like we're not penetrating. We're just literally not hitting him. Okay, so he's there until he decides he wants to leave. All right, covert ops, spies. Still don't have any of that available. Opal forest. Miner. Let's try getting some spies in there and see if we can get sight on somebody else. Here we'll take our bureaucratic. You know what? Let's run a grand convention. Everyone gets 28 XP. There you go, guys. Enjoy. 152 industry. I think it's best if we just concentrate on getting this mine down. Yeah, we saw the other wood ones up here. I had him on my contact, but then we kind of lost him. He's the guy that's in first place. Forrest was actually in second. The spiders weren't even an issue? No. Like we saw, it looks like his capital started like right next to a miner, and he just instantly conquered them. He's autocracy, so he's really aggressive. So I guarantee you, he just like attacked that on like turn 10 and took it. It is definitely a game that snowballs very, very strongly. Civ's back up to level 6 again. There you go. Okay, here. We literally just keep trying to intimidate them to move backwards, basically. Can't produce. Oh, we're out of IP. A message that Odessa is conquered. Sure, buddy. Sure.
Sorry,
No changes. Riots at Okami HQ. All right. Apollo, what can you do for us? Calm them down. I went out on the streets to parley with the protesters. Oratory roll was 133 versus 166. We failed. Unrest increased by 40%. Yeah. What are we at? 49 unrest in our capital. Sounds about right. Okay, also I have not moved these guys properly. There you go. Please keep my borders. And we're just praying these guys decide to get bored and leave. It is a darn shame that we didn't know that these were guardians when we had to make our choice of peace or war. Even if we had made peace, it would have been a big problem because they demanded peace when they were like literally one hex out of my capital. So I don't know. We just got unlucky in this one. I don't think I'm going to do the militia starts anymore. I think I'm always going to pick at least one unit so that we don't have repeats of that. Because if that hadn't been the case, I would have conquered one of these other two and then probably the other one, and then I would have probably tried to peacefully integrate these guys. That would have been the good play. Okay, extra comm is still going. We discovered how to make physical storage. Hey, he decided to leave. I love how our strategy is just hope the AI gets bored and leaves. That is our strategy. Okay, and yep. Motion that Maritaku reaches 80. We're at 75, weirdly enough. Sure, you know what? I'd love it if we did.
Copy that.
Okay, no changes there. I did see that we got a bureaucratic. Let's do we have another grand convention? No, we don't. Did we pick up any more medals? No, we didn't. All right, there you go. Got a spy. Miner. Yeah, I can't get any clicks on any of those guys. Send them in there. He's breaching my line everywhere. I mean, he is poking it, yeah. Yeah, you pull back to there. All right, we need to have green come up and help here. We're so close and yet so far. This is so ridiculous. All right, do I have enough to at least get my tank? Barely. All right, how are we doing on that mine construction? 0.2 left. Okay, we should have it next turn. I can't get over the fact that that AI actually was using his Air Force properly. Man, if Forrest had that good a start, what the heck happened with Wood? That he was like double what Forrest had. Boy, we are just getting counterattacked away, aren't we? We killed 200 infantry and lost 500. Yeah, I mean, keep pushing it. All right. No, let's do these first. BP, dudes, I literally cannot build it. You want us to upgrade to a major city? We don't need to do that because we have no buildings who are close to the cap, and that just makes people want more things. Okay, we'll take a bureaucratic push. I will send out the spies.
Order acknowledged.
spread them out a little bit this time, I think. I'm just looking to see if we can get eyes on any of the other... Oh, no, that was the last one. If we can get eyes on any of the majors. Okay, our metal mine is up. Let's get the reinforcements that we so badly need. At least we're getting the modern stuff. I guess this is one way to modernize. We are also losing some water, I see. I'm gonna let that continue to go down a little bit. That means that maybe we're actually farming a little bit more. Yeah, look, we actually have all the farmers. We're actually fully employed. I think that's the first time all game the other majors are dead. Were they? Oh, yeah. Good call, J-Rob. So there's 3 of us left. Woodbond in first place has 31.3% of the planet. Forest State has 14.8, and Okami has 2.6. What a dang shame that Forest has encircled us. I would totally be willing to keep fighting for that. Because remember, you have to be a certain distance ahead to win. Between the 2 of us, we might be able to keep that other guy from winning. But if he encircles me, I just can't do anything. So that will be GG. Okay, we just gotta wait for those reinforcements to make it on in. Holding on to that 2.6. That's right, we're gonna spoil it for him. Man, my disappointment is so immense. This was such a cool map. Look at that mountain ridge right there. How cool was that? This map was so cool. We didn't get to see the cat girls. We barely got eaten by giant beavers. What was the point of it all? What was the point of it all? Walkers. Walkers ruined this for me. Yeah, look at this. He's just shoving me back at his leisure at this point. Commander of the Third Light was killed. We made Rocky. All right, make 1,000. Machine guns. 400. Everyone's just ashamed, Eric. They don't want to be associated with the loss. Right, move to there. Yeah, this is just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm kind of hoping that we can have a turn where we have enough to get an independent gun. I want to bring one down and see if those 60s could have done anything.
Copy that.
I just can't ever save up enough to actually do it. All right, we will develop one of these with gas-powered machine gun, 100, and a heavy. Again, we're probably never actually going to build one of those, but major worker strike. All right, we will bribe them. New commander. Okay. 39 war. That's really impressive, actually. And 40, but on cap 3. You know what? We're going to have nothing else for you to do, man. Welcome to the army. Come on in. What's the season 5 plan going to be? Well, I'll tell you what. Can we roll a planet that doesn't have guardians? It'll be really curious to see if Forest goes immediately into that next miner that's up there, the one I'm not at war with. We could have been such good friends. If he had just gone east instead of conquering his way through this. Oh, and we just had a major breakout. He's autocratic, so that's a yes. Yeah, that does seem to be the case, doesn't it? Yeah. Everyone out. We need to try to hold that line to keep our metal coming in. I have no way to get to that square. Go to there. All right, 300. Not 10. 300. One machine gun. I'm trying to save up so we can get at least one of those guns out, just to get some science done here.
Copy that.
As in, I want to see if those guns could have hurt him. Hey, Shiki, how's it going? That is true, actually, Axe. We could definitely pull those off. There's some more of those spiders. I wonder if this is that other colony we heard about. I'm pretty sure the spider's always that color. I don't even know how this place is getting their population for reinforcements. They should have been having the same problem I was having. All right, we will pull off this border because there's pointless. At least some of them. We'll keep a skeleton crew here. I'm not willing to pull off of this. Okay, I think that's close enough. Can we raise that formation? I want anti-tank and motorized, 91%. Yeah, raise that formation. We'll see if those guys could actually kill those. I'm gonna feel mighty foolish if this just walks up and one-shots one of those things. I don't think that's going to be the case, but just fair game if it is. Worker strike. Okay, investigate. Critical success. God, look at this man's face. This is how I feel right now. Just that hollow-eyed stare. He's also like 80 years old or something ridiculous. He's probably going to retire at any moment. Scientific joint effort. We will definitely say yes, whatever you want, Forrest. Right. Push. None of those are particularly useful. The little anti-tank gun that could. Well, it would be nice to know, right? Like, if we knew the caliber we needed to deal with those, then in the future, we can at least have a plan or know if it is or isn't viable to fight them. What's the other faction that gets all the relics? Scavengers, I think. They have like the assassin bees or whatever. Those are nowhere near as bad because at least you can kill the units that have them. Suffered new losses. All right, well, that's great. Okay, replenish. Motorized transports, no. Artillery, no. Anti-tank gun, yes. Okay, those are the ones we were missing. All right, you move towards the front. Boy, that is a weak spot. I mean, this whole thing is a weak spot, if I'm being honest. But we're holding the metal. The metal must flow. Look at how much metal we're making. Look at that. It's like a real number. Like, that's like a number that's high enough that I could even think about like increasing our industry. Four rounds, so not yet, but like I could actually think about that. Yeah, not even gonna build machines. What do we need for yeah, 4 of these. Yeah, that makes me very disappointed. That also makes me feel like if we had a metal mine, I could have won this war. The Remnant AI miner, that one's awful because it's always hostile. Yeah, that's the one that just the faction of walkers, right? With the AI. That one, though, I tend to find isn't super aggressive as long as you're not aggressive. Like, they're willing to just kind of sit on borders with you. That can be a really bad one though if they border you right at the beginning. Suffered no losses. Okay, good. New Zeitgeist, Decade of Fanaticism. Perfect. My factions will be more dissatisfied. Joke's on them. Everyone hates me. No problem, friend. No problem. All right, I am going to be a little aggressive here because I would like to see if that thing works. So we have our guns here. I'm not ready to attack yet. And actually, you don't have any walkers in here for some reason. All right, well, if you're not going to put walkers at the front, I can actually win normal battles. Yeah, and then we get those guns up there. Sun's out, guns out. Let's go, boys. I don't think I'm going to cross that river, though. Okay, we're still losing water. I think I need to come over here. Okay, water, raise your production slightly. We're losing ammunition, but we're okay. We're making decent metal. We are basically out of replenishment troops, though. So I guess it's a good thing that we don't need more. All right, let's just pick a random group. Buffalo Boys, upgrade to 4s. Upgrade. There you go. Done. It doesn't have the feats either. Oh, you mean like having the assassin droids? That's very true. That's weird that you can attach those to walkers. Can you do all unit feats on walkers, or do they have to be special ones? I actually don't know the answer to that. We made it to walkers, and I built a couple at the end of season 3, but we didn't really get to use them very much. We've suffered no losses, nor made any kills for decisions. Fanaticism. All right. Walkers. No walkers again. You absolute jerks. It's like they know. It's like they know that I came up here to test something, and they're just having none of it. This is how the war would have gone against the regular farmers. Where are the walkers? That's gonna suck to have to attack. All right, come over to that one. I want to fight one that isn't in a mountain or something stupid, so we could get a real test. Newhall wants to execute relative. Everyone seems very excited about that. He must be a jerk, so sure. No priority changes, no priority changes. Free trade. Sure, we'll get rid of our terrorists because I can't piss you off. Nation. A grand convention, sure. And a bureaucratic push, sure. Okay. Replenish. We need 200 Buffalo Boys. And that is it. All right, so we'll just pick a random one. Not you. Yes, you. So upgrade to 4s.
Yes, sir.
Do it.
Roger that, sir.
Upgrade the catnips to 3s.
Yes,
Do it.
sir. Roger that, sir.
Those are 4s. Upgrade. 4s for...
Yes, sir. Roger that.
I'm kind of just doing this manually because we're having that problem with logistics, and that UI is really weird. It's very buggy.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
We still actually have plenty. Upgrade. Threes.
Yes,
Go.
sir. Roger that, sir.
Upgrade. Boy,
Yes,
again,
sir.
this is something I would have absolutely loved to have done about 100 turns ago. Fours, threes.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
If we have a steady source of
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
metal, that also means that we could consider going up to actual assault rifles and not sitting on the gas. RPG 2s.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
The original Buffalo Boys. How are you guys still
Yes, sir.
alive?
Roger that, sir.
What absolute champions.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
I'm actually shocked I was able to upgrade this mini. I should have probably done the other UI.
Yes, sir. Roger
All right,
that, sir.
we'll call that good for that turn, and we'll check again next turn. Yeah, I see you guys wiggle wobbling around up there. I love how we have front 2 and then front 2,842. We suffered no losses, made no kills. We developed the troop carrier. Sure. Okay, here we go. We can actually make an attempt here. So that's actually better than it was. Okay, caliber is still negative 36 though. All right, and these guns are... I believe these were 60s? Yeah, these are 60s. So we probably needed hundreds. That's just a pure guess. Let's see what these would actually do though. Can we blink something? Nope. No, nobody even got a hit off. They just instantly retreated.
Requesting backup.
Those guns are also better on defense than they are on the attack. All right, I will replenish those just to, again, we'll see if maybe we can get them to attack so we can see if those on the defense could win. Give me a claw. 300 infantry. Okay. Now, second infantry unit admin upgrade. No, that's not what I want. That was how I got myself in trouble last time. Where's the UI for that? Yeah, this is trying to upgrade the size. That is not what we are looking for. Why am I having... Oh, no. It's in here. It's in here. Okay, so we need to find some... Yeah, these guys. So, mass upgrade to 4s that belong to the same OHQ. There we go.
Roger that, sir.
Catnip 2s, mass upgrade, same OHQ.
Yes, sir. Roger
There we
that,
go.
sir.
3s, mass upgrade, OHQ. This is going to be really awkward because of how many models we actually have at the moment. Okay, that should be that pink one done. Green. Wow, original catnips. I'm actually shocked how long some of these units have managed to survive.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Let's upgrade.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Well, if nothing else, this will help us a little bit on survivability and whatnot.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Okay, mass upgrade. Oh, I know. We didn't click that. Okay, now we're out of juice. Is that everything? Where is my tank? Okay, you need to get a replacement. Okay, we'll just chill on that. National budget, no changes. Dude, we can't build more bureaucracy, guys. It's just not happening. Not happening. I don't think I care about any of those at the moment. Okay, go. Oh my goodness, we've almost hit the 3-hour mark. Time flies when you're sweating bullets, apparently. I want them to attack into those guns, but I have a feeling they won't. Suffered no losses. Civilization level 7. There you go. This entire season is pure stuff. This has been a pretty miserable one, and weirdly enough, not for the reasons I thought it was going to be. So that's been strange. All right, you. All right, we go here.
Bring in the tanks.
Oh, there was a hidden walker we couldn't see. But see, we'll probably end up winning this one because there's enough infantry to get him to rout.
Requesting backup.
Oh, we didn't, but it was close. That's how we were winning earlier in the war. But as we ran out of infantry to make them retreat, that's when we started having the problems. Green, come this way. Blue. I can't believe we got this guy recontained. I actually thought he was home free when he broke out last time. Militia commemorative plaque, yes. Steel, new. Victory points reaches 7.9. You know what, Diesel? I'll accept. You're ever the optimist. Sure, buddy. We will definitely get to 7.9 from our 2.6. Are you trying to continue your streak of teaching me games I bought and bounced off of? Hopefully? I don't know if this series has been the best to learn from. This has just been so ridiculously hard, we haven't really accomplished much. But season 1 and 3, I feel, are pretty good teaching series. Okay, we've made the moves we can make here. I would love to get us around here. Probably won't happen. Okay, we need 1 set of machine guns. All right, do we have any more? Yes, mass upgrade. I think we're going to start doing SHQ. We cannot do that. What about OHQ?
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
I would love to come through here and just get everybody upgraded. I don't like how this actually doesn't fit the the Roman numeral. That's really annoying, actually. I have to keep clicking through extra screens. RPG2. Okay, I think we're just going to let sleeping dogs lie and we'll try another mass upgrade again next turn. Oh, but with Hearts of Iron 4, I have not played enough Hearts of Iron 4. I have maybe like 20 hours in it. I couldn't afford another Paradox game. Let's all be honest here. And at this point, I'm too far behind to get into it. Maybe I'll try when Hearts of Iron 5 comes out. I would like to get some Europa Universalis in, but I've only again got like 10 hours in that so far. And all those people who got the game way ahead of time have hundreds or thousands of hours in it already. So I don't feel like I can make any relevant content on it. And I don't know where I'm going to get the time to run like 100 hours of playtime before I would feel confident really playing it. Season 1, Eric, was a cold world. It just wasn't super duper cold. Feel that on a spiritual level, yeah. Well, I play, in theory, I played Crusader Kings 3. I picked up EU, which I played a little bit of was it 3? Whatever the last one was. I played a little bit of that, but I never got deep into that one. And then I played a little bit of Vicky. Yeah, that's just a lot. Okay, they continue their trend of randomly retreating backwards for no reason. I will accept their sacrifice, I guess. All right, blues, not here. This is so weird to me that he's just randomly decided to pull back. All right, get that. I don't even think we need anything but the tanks here.
The cavalry. All clear, sir.
Which gets us across the river. So now we don't have to worry about the river penalty. I don't know how we're going to dislodge this group here from this mountain. Was that one walker I saw? One walker. Right. All it took was a little bit of metal, and look how much difference that made. All right, let's actually workshop up 4 machines.
Yes, Roger that, sir.
And I think we're gonna make a play at building industry. So you need 75 energy. How much extra do we have? 15. All right, so before we do that, we're gonna need a better solar panel. 4 rounds of machines. We have everything else. Go. Man, if we were on turn like 50, we would still be in this game. New organization, still no. Protests in Okami. Calm them down. Success. And Apollo finally found his feet. Again, about 100 turns too late. We don't know how to upgrade the city, though, because we're not even close to needing that. Just to double check. No, not missing anyone I care about. Being attacked from the north side? No, these guys have been... This is the border they've had the full time. They have moved more troops down here, but they're not being attacked. Or at least I haven't seen them get attacked. That is also, now that I think about it, it is a little weird that the Guardian AI does the give me peace or I will kill you thing. You think that they would just want to stay neutral or have peace. Feels like they might need a little bit of change in that early game event. Right, he just randomly shuffled around some. Oh, there you go. Another rebellion. Good, good, good. Where'd you pop up, friend? All right, I must be totally blind. It's gonna be like 1 hex in the middle of the woods somewhere or something. I honestly don't see this idiot. Well, hey, I am more than happy for you to rebel somewhere else. Okay, you guys do not have your walker. Do it.
Let's go.
No walker, easy win.
All clear, sir.
This feels so bad because this totally could have been our game. Totally could have been our game. All right, replenish. Look at that. We're just not even hardly losing anything. 1 machine gun. Produce it. Model design priorities, no change. Roll it. I'm getting a little worried how many forces Forest is putting on our borders. Not that I can literally do anything about it, but I am noticing. I would absolutely love it if we could at least take out this one clown. At least we'd have the moral victory. How are they doing on victory? 37.4. Woodbond has this game. If we look at the world map, where is he? Woodbond. Okay, now we have some sight on him, so he's over here. So he probably owns all of this, if I had to guess. So all he needs to do basically is just continue munching over here and up here, and that's his win. All right. Where are you, Mr. Guardian?
We're under fire.
Okay, well, found some of them.
We're under fire.
Okay, found some more of them. All right, where are we gonna attack? We've kind of, well, no, we don't have that guy fully cut off. Where are those guns? I think we're gonna bring them up this way. All right, you do it. Surrenders. Ooh, we like that. I even have enough AP to maybe do one more attack here. Okay, there is a walker in there. I'm not going to chance that. That would be too greedy. Salaries. You know what? I'm gonna up soldier pay by 1. We're actually doing okay on that. Selling off our fuel, I think, is making us all of our money. .1 turns on the solar. Go. Come on, Woodbond. Don't win before I can take this guy out. Let me have a little dignity, please. Man, I am noticing our turns are taking a little longer here, even compared to season 3. There must be some pretty big battles going on somewhere. Lost 300 infantry. I'm okay with that. Okay, so here. The funny thing is, if we actually won this battle and we get into the city, he just auto dies. That would be so hilarious. So hilarious. There's only one sentinel. Oh, nope, there were 2. Oh, look at that! We killed 2! Who killed you? Who killed you? Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Whoever that man is, get him a cat girl. And look at that. It was that easy, guys. All you had to do was get a tank to his capital and then you win. Simple as. I'm gonna take my moral victory. Thank you very much. Meanwhile, Forest State slowly tightens the noose. Moving up from 2.6 to 2.7. It'll actually be more than that because we're going to get the population in addition to all the land. I'm going to guess we're going to be at like 3.2. Pure guess. Conquest acquired of a new zone, Nanu. It's delicious, and all of his stupid units just self-destruct. They just self-destruct like they weren't even here. Didn't even matter. I hate that so much. It's like he gets out of jail free card. Our next plane would be we would attack this guy because that's another city, more population, and possibly some more metal. All right, what are we at? 4.3. Look at me moving up in the world. You killed their Shadow Empire, right? That actually could be, Marion. It could actually be the Shadow. Maybe he was controlling him. It's evil enough. I'd believe it. That's true. Maybe that was the Shadow. You got my old thinker ticking there. Okay, wow, we haven't had to do this all game. Zone borders. And we were just going to give you... You'll be in charge of all this. Yeah, something like that. And then we need to you... It's been a long time since I had to do this. I want to... transfer asset, and I don't even remember how to do that. It's been so long. Not that menu. That's the same menu. It's delegate to Nanu. There we go. Always wondered about the tile. Seems like they were overtly ruling. What do you mean by that, Luis? Now we have to find a governor? True! Who will be the first to betray us? Alright, well, the play here is, I mean, we are going to attack that AI to the north. We won't declare until we're in position, obviously, but that is the play. And look at that, he's so blitzable. We just pop right through there and we just, you know, Berlin by Christmas. What else did you have that we conquered? Okay, so you were level 1s. Level 2 light industry, so he's already ahead of me there. Transport hub, okay, we need that. So we are going to nationalize that. Okay. We're in a little bit of an awkward position because we are in the middle of doing the solar panel upgrade. Only 0.1 turns left. Hey, look, the civilians actually finally started building something. They're getting an agrodome. Oh, they took a big loan to do it. Terra Victa's more... I don't know if you've read the lore on here, but essentially there was a malevolent AI called the Shadow, and we are dealing with, like, quantum nanite cloud bits of him that still exist. He's what caused the big apocalypse, because he's big mad about things that happened in the past. It was ancient rulers trying to get immortality. Perceived cowardice. We'll denounce you. None there. Independence rallies in Nanu. Send in the troops. There we go, yeah. Let's take out 2,900 of them. Alright, new governor. We have a crapper. And somewhat of a crapper. Alright, what can we do for recruits? We have a talent card. We'll play it. And we'll take a junior too. Let's see what those are. All right. I think we saw you before. Zero. A Cap 3, very high intelligence, good charisma. Okay, Zero's pretty high on my list. Aries, less high on the list. Rainbow Hicks. What a name. Cap 3. Okay, we want Zero. Dismiss. 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 Zero, you're in. All right, Zero. Make me happy. Make me proud. Upgrade to Big Town? No. Ask me later. Okay, and we're going to have unrest and whatnot here for a while, so let's immediately start by trying to build a barracks. All right, everybody has moved as far as they can move here. That's a medium tank, just chilling on my borders, you know, with his spare medium tanks, as you do. Where's the lore for this game? It's in the manual, yeah. Yeah, there isn't a lot in game. I'm trying to think what the guy's name was. It wasn't Pharaoh. But yeah, essentially, Earth got super corporate, and then there was a split between the Earthbound and the space people, and there was leaders trying to become immortal, and then the space people said, you know what, screw this, we're leaving, and they all left. But then the shadow made it off the planet and basically infected the whole place, and then caused all these rebellions to happen and the quantum relays to break and cause this whole situation. That's a 7 out of 10 retelling I would give myself on that. Okay, we have some interesting people in that reserve pool. Maybe we could get rid of some of these clowns. Like, we have 4 tier 3 people. Like, maybe we could get our SHQ guy replaced. Where was that high war one? Yeah, this guy. Ares with 46 war. And, you know, he's not perfect, but he's a lot less of a clown than the other guy. So let's call up our SHQ. Daniel. Hey, Daniel. Relieve. No job. Get out of here, Daniel. Literally nobody likes you. Leaders. Zero retirement. Diesel. There's like no shot this is actually going to work. Critical failure. Difficulty was 100. He's a faction leader. He's going to be really hard to get rid of. You know what, though? I got the PP. Rolled a 2. Rolled a 43. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. All right, no more moving to do here. Go. Who's the advisor? We didn't attach him. He was just a crappy tier 1 guy at the time, and we've never had the time to go in and change it. .5 out of 10. Well, thank you, Luis. I appreciate it. I wish we would get some news from Vic on when we can expect the DLC. I legitimately was not planning on playing anymore until then, but I also thought that like 6 months from announcement. That's one of the things I really appreciate from RimWorld. RimWorld's like, hey, in like 2 weeks, we're going to have a DLC. And then they release the DLC. I appreciate that. Completed RPGs. Discovered guided RPGs. Found 4 machinery. Found 87 metal. Forest and Wood are fighting to the death. Yeah, I have a feeling they are. Let's see. Has Victory moved? I mean, Wood has it. Yeah. Victory score is higher than 50 while your closest competitor has 25. So he's not even at 25, if he eats him, he wins. If he just grabs neutral territory, he wins. So he's got it. He's absolutely got it. I've got some RimWorld content. Yes, actually. I did a one or two off stream a long time ago. I did a series when Anomaly came out, which I quite enjoyed, but nobody watched. And then I did a series over the summer when Odyssey came out, which was pretty fun. Has a definite conclusion. I'll just say that about it. I was super annoyed over the summer because Odyssey, the end of season 3 of Shadow Empire, the end of Wandering Sword, and I don't remember what else it was, but I had like a month and a half of internet problems that were totally my ISP's fault. It wasn't my end, and they just ruined my prime stream time. I don't work summers, so I was streaming like 8 to 10 hours a day, and then we started having all those internet problems, and it wasn't as good as it could have been. It was very annoying. Maybe you'll make it off planet. Watch the Odyssey playthrough then. It was a good playthrough. And like I said, it has a definite end, so you'll get an ending to it. That's all I'll say about it. Okay, so if we were gonna attack these guys, I would want my tank to be able to attack through this hole. And then I think I want all my blue troops there to try to take advantage of that. Is that everybody? No. Oh, I passed him. I passed him again. Blue, go here. Okay, then it looks like pink is in town, so we'll just deploy pink to town. And then green comes up the border. Where's your leadership? Oh, pink. All right, so next turn, what are we at for relations? We're at peace at 55. This game's not going to go, well, if I just break borders with them, we're going to get like majorly in trouble. Let's offer protection. They'll definitely say no. Target is already at war with a major. Okay, we can't fix that. Yeah, and I don't have a foreign affairs office, so there's not much. Okay, we'll just violate borders. It's going to piss people off, but whatever. Incident with firing a popular subject. Reverse decision. Okay, no changes there. I don't like RPGs in general, but I feel like we're just in for a penny, in for a pound on those. Combat armor would be really good. Gauss weapons would be really good. Maybe Gauss weapons. Gauss weapons have a chance that if he doesn't have major armor, they might actually be able to pin. Okay. Orders for Nanu. No, first thing we're going to do is we're going to change your name. You are going to be Walker Purgatory. My goodness. What was the name of the zone in Kinchi where they betrayed all the walkers? It wasn't Stoats. Yeah, help me out here. I need my Kinchi folk. What's the name of that zone where they betrayed the walkers? I'll wait. Obedience. Thank you, Shannon. This is why you get the big bucks. Obedience. That's what we're naming this zone. All right, you can have 1 credit of public budget. We will do worker salary of 5. We're not going to do recruits here. You can have emergency food. We're not going to make you a incorporated zone at the moment. Confirmed. I don't understand that game at all. Really, J-Rob? At some point, that's on my to-do list for the channel. It's another game that I don't think is going to get a ton of viewership. Everyone loves the idea of Kinchi. A lot of people don't actually watch Kinchi. New commander for the first SHQ, right? So where's our... Not you. Not you. Get out of here, Diesel. Dismissed. Go to your room and think about what you did. What did I just tell you?
That.
Yeah, Ares. This is the future. Look, he's even like streamlined for speed, and he's got goggles on for aggression. Speed and aggression. That's Ares. You're
Aye, aye,
appointed.
sir.
So rough to look at. It's one of those weird games where I think if you've never really like had it click, it looks really bad. But like when it clicks and you're like walking through the desert and you're getting like the right song is playing and the sunset comes up or the moonrise comes up, it just hits just right. It hits so good. But it's a very slow game. I was actually doing some prep to stream it at one point, but I kind of backed out of it at the time. Because a moment of distraction can be a TPK. Nobody wants to watch 40 minutes of mining or crawling. Yeah. Might be good highly edited. I don't have time to do the highly edited stuff at the moment. That's like summer project stuff. So, unfortunately. All right, we are going to violate borders. Actually, hang on a second. Are we missing? Hang on. No, we're not. We're going to take at least one more turn and we're going to get our troops refilled. Then we will violate the borders. Okay, how are we missing one of those? Okay, and that's it. We're missing some anti-tank guns. Okay, you can have those too. Okay, we'll wait one turn before we attack. How do we do on the construction? One turn left. And you got done? You did. Okay. I do think I'm going to commit to Industry 2 here.
Copy that.
Go. You can get really attached to the characters in Kenshi since you spend so much time. Yep. Well, and it's another one where, like, I wish the mods worked better because it, like, I really wish I could get the economy and trade mods to work in that game. Because what I would really enjoy would be building up a little outpost and, like, defending it and crafting things and selling them. But it's kind of pointless. It's just kind of pointless. The economy doesn't work correctly for that. That's my biggest hope for Kenshi 2. I hope it has a real economy so you could just play like a man and his ox start and you could just be a trader or whatever. Because you can do it for roleplay reasons, but mechanically it just doesn't work. And same thing with the slavery in the game. For being such a like major point and theme of the game, there's no character slavery mechanic. Like, it doesn't work properly. And I just think that's a huge oversight. VP count is 43 points, which is lower than the 79 we promised. Yeah, we did promise that, didn't we? All right, tank, let's go violate some borders. Total negative fallout if we invade, 1d10 happiness damage, and 12 fist profile.
Copy that.
There you go. Somehow we'll survive, guys. All right, blue squad, best squad. Is set 2's release close? Probably not remotely. They've been releasing some random like shorts and stuff on their channel, but it's been like filler. Let's just say that. I don't want to be mean about it, but it's not like, oh, here's some screenshots of the game, which their reasoning is totally fine. Like, why waste time on work in progress screenshots when we could just work on the game? I'm totally fine with that, but it just, there hasn't really been much to see. I don't know if we can actually win this one. I just don't want him to be able to pincer me on the tanks. Look at that. Armored breakthrough. We already got like a giant chunk of his forces to retreat. God, it's like I've played this game before when I'm not fighting walkers. And somebody should probably stay here. In fact, I probably should have a couple people here. All right, and where does your border end? Way up here. All right, so you know what? I may as well bring some extra people. just so they don't come in here and get my capital. Okay, we did lose one tanky. There you go. And 300 dudes. There you go. Decisions. Incident with overambitious. We will denounce. Policy speech. We'll go with the enforcement. Major worker strike. 60 credits. Give some money to the poors.
Roger that.
There you go. Yep. Stop being dumb and rebelling. All right, here we finished the barracks. All right, construct. What are the stats of this town? Okay. Let's actually go with a level 2 barrack. Well, it's a lot of power. How is our power? It's going up, but we're going to use a giant chunk of that here in a second. Let's grab a quick solar field to get started, and then we'll do some more stuff in there. Where do I go to increase the salary of cabinet members? You need to call your secretary and talk about salaries. Or it'll come up from time to time. Radio silence does not inspire faith as well. For no particular reason, I'm pretty optimistic. I can't think of the dev's name, but he seems like one of those, like, this is my life's passion project. Kind of like Toady 1 with Dwarf Fortress, or Vic in his games. Did the anti-tank guns make a difference? 0. They didn't get. We tried attacking with them once, and they basically got shot up by the walkers, and then we headshot them without having to fight most of the walkers with our tanks. We just slipped in the north, and for some reason they only had 2 walkers in the capital. 6 machines, very nice. Yeah, we got around the north and we just took it. All their walkers were down here for some reason. I think walkers have a negative in the ruins. I don't think so. I think they actually have a bonus. The only thing walkers have a problem with is crossing rivers, to my knowledge. Another thing you can do, Marion, I haven't played with it much, but you also have these ranks. Where is it? Yeah, increase rank. If your people are egotistical, they really, really like having their rank increased. If they're greedy, they like more pay. So if you look at here, like our governor here, so he has low ego, so he wouldn't care too much about getting a promotion. Maybe it's ego and ambition. I'm not sure which is which. But yeah, depending on their personality, they'll care more or less about it. So that's another way you can give them a bonus. All right, move up there, move up there. Oh, you fools. You absolute fools. What do you have in town? Gah! Okay. I kind of wish we had attacked these guys sooner when we were in that stalemate. But the fact that they were happy to sit there on the border, I don't know. I wouldn't have had troops to go do what I'm doing now, so it's a moot point. All right, we're gonna run out of ammo, so I can't actually attack this turn. I need to wait for supplies to catch up. But I can dig in so they can't get rid of me. I literally cannot see these. I wish I could color this a little easier to see. So commie group. Oh man, and look, he's here attacking. Womp womp. What's your VP's at? 38. Yeah, they're not moving too much, but I am up to 4.2. It's crazy. I really dislike having spots that I can't see. We have a cutoff road here. I bet you we have that stupid rebellion people in here. No, you're not. Okay, he might have a unit behind my lines. Okay, I am willing to actually even back off that. Ah, yeah. All right, well, we'll take care of him by taking out his city next turn. All right, I am actually willing to do this time. It's far too late, but I guess we'll get our Foreign Affairs Council. Protests in Okami. We'll pay him off. Is Forest at war? I don't know. People in chat have said that they are. I don't think they share a border, because this is wood. Yeah, they don't actually share a border. So maybe they're at war, but they're not in a gunfight. Well, no, I take that back. They are sharing a little bit of a border up here. A little border. A bordito. Okay. We'll take that town next turn. Yeah, tanks will struggle to attack into ruins, but I'm pretty sure walkers, the only one is rivers. And the reason I can say that pretty confidently, in the recent patch notes that added the ambush chance for retreating units, he specifically said it applies to buggies and then tanks and then walkers being worst to best for surviving. And he said the only thing that it would affect walkers on is crossing major rivers. I can't believe that we had such a good armored breakthrough up here. I really miss our tank battalions. Discovered some fuel and obedience. Fate pack stratagem. Admin level raised. GR chain gun. Oh, we like that. We like that a lot. Increase rank, trade. God, everything's just too late. All right, let's just see if we can get the headshot right off the bat here before we start fiddling too much. They are going to be dug in, so I don't know if we'll be able to do it in one.
All clear, sir.
Yes, we were. Berlin by Christmas. Wow. All right, well, we tripled our population recently. He's going to disappear here momentarily, so I don't need to be too crazy. Ooh, no, let's not declare a random war there. No, thank you. I need to fix that too. I just realized, I don't have any IP. I need to have a better road for this, the way it's connected. Okay, those are still non-aligned. Man, we never got to see what the cat girls rolled up for stats. They probably were absolutely ridiculous. I'm so disappointed in that. New director for foreign affairs. So this is going to be charisma based. 28, 32, 26, 43. Camden is our choice.
Copy that.
Camden, you're in.
Yes, sir.
You're welcome. We want mostly major Diplo at this point. We'll do an 80-20
Yes,
split.
sir.
Done. Okay, I'm going to guess this is going to take us up to 5.5. We'll be on the leaderboard. Yeah, so this must be their border with each other. So maybe they are actually at war. I am so disappointed in how this game went down. The funny thing is, had we started somewhere else, this would have been a totally different game. Like, can you imagine if we started over in like Mongolia here? The plains and the mountains. I could have dominated this so hard. if you have enough intel. Yeah, I don't think we have enough intel. I can start putting more spies in. Bacterial infection again? Industrial assets is level 5, higher than the 5 we promised. Conquest acquired. Yep. Yep. That was pretty nice. VP. 6.2? Look at that being crazy. However, wood bond is up to 39.6. So, yeah. What do we got? Okay. We are basically at the end of my time for tonight anyways. I am going to declare that this is going to be a loss. Yeah, we could play a little bit more, but I can guarantee you Woodbond has the game. I can't get to him to fight him without going through Forest. And if I attack Forest, we both lose and Wood wins. So, unfortunately, this is going to be a loss. We're not going to see the loss stream like we did in Season 2. But I feel like I got a little bit of redemption at the end here, right? Like, we didn't get totally skunked like we did in Season 2. We did take out our nemesis. You know, it's... Do you guys have one of those friends? I had one of these, or have one of these, that, you know, let's say you're playing a board game with him, and you do literally anything to him. He will throw the entire game to make sure you lose. He always goes with mutually assured destruction. That's how I felt in this game. It was, I don't care what happens, you will not win this game. So, yeah, lessons learned here. And the lesson is, I don't know how to kill walkers. So if anyone here does research, or if a big brain that was keeping his secrets to himself wants to share, put a comment on this VOD. In the early game on a Tech 3 start, what is the bare minimum that you need to kill walkers? Could we have done it with RPGs? Could we have done it with guided RPGs? Did we need a 105mm cannon? Was the medium tank my only option? I just don't have a solution to that, and I need to know. Like, that's a piece of information I need, because this situation will happen again. So that is something we need to know. Okay, so let's peek at a couple of reports, though. I'm not in a hurry to get out of here, so let's look at the other reports. So somebody wanted to know if we have a report for their military. Let's see. We need Woodbond military. Okay, we have Forest States military. He has 70,000 infantry. We have, like, in fact, I don't even have to guess. We have 44,000, and most of that is militia. Like half, at least, is militia. Yeah. Yeah. I don't suppose their overview would tell us. No, relation, recon level 2. Yeah, we only have recon 2 on him. It's not high enough. Forest. Where's my forest overview? Wait, why is this in such a mess? Okay, recon level 97. Okay, he is at war with Woodbond and with the spiders. We're at peace with a 100 relation. Yeah, he was never going to attack me, at least not right now. Yeah, for anyone else who doesn't know, there are literally hundreds and hundreds of reports that get generated every turn, and this is all good information. Like, all of this is actually useful. One I wanted to show. Where are you? I want to show the economic report that shows the price of goods. Okay, this isn't it. I'm not sure where that one is. I bet you it's under... I don't know what that's under. I wanted to show, because there's like some graphs that show you the price of materials. All right, but let's look at this trade report here. Yeah, so look here. Our private sector was buying fuel, buying metal, buying rare earth, buying food. They were not selling anything to the traders because they had nothing to produce. They were eating all their food and they didn't have anything to sell. because we owned the couple resources that were nearby. So that's a really bad situation for them. They could have dug their way out of it at some point by producing enough food to sell, but we would have needed to pump a lot of credits into them. Exports to Woodbond. So we were selling food, or somebody was selling food to Woodbond. We were selling fuel to Forest. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean the state. That might also be their private economy that was buying that. And we were getting some rare earths from Forest State for some reason. I think it's in stats. Okay, in stats. Stats, thank you. And then... And then what? Pricing goods. Regime. Capital price index. Here we go. Yeah. This is the one that battle mode like got really into. This, like I said, there's a whole economic system with those traders that's going on in the background, and double that if you run with Oceania, because the trade houses are kind of doing the same thing. And so, yeah, if you watch this, this gets updated every single turn. If you watch this, you could tell points when you should be selling. So if we look at like this, I don't know, salmon color is the metal, this really high one. Look at what the metal prices were doing. I think somebody was buying it every time metal got on the market, and it was just keeping the price stupid high. Oil was this blue one. So somebody else, and that makes sense, right? He was using oil. We saw him building all those biofuels. And then everything else was pretty much junk prices. You can filter it? Yes, you can. But yeah, so very interesting here. I think that just shows how rare metal was on this planet. Hey, Shinosuke. Yeah, unfortunately, Shinosuke, we were at the end anyways, but we went ahead and called it. We did manage to kill our nemesis and his friend, but VPs we have absolutely lost. There's only 3 of us left, and this guy's got it in the bag. He just needs some time to eat the neutral territory. At the end of season 3, when we won, it was literally like a guy driving into the desert and saying, "I claim this," and that was our VP points. Okay, I am gonna call it there. This was an acceptable end. Like I said, I'm totally fine taking my lumps and losing. What would I have changed? I don't think I would have changed much, honestly. I think I just straight up lost this one. Maybe we should have accepted peace, but remember, when we had those peace deals proposed, we were literally in a cap circle. And you can't do that. The danger will kill you. And if we had this cap circle, we'd have no resources. When this metal ran out, we die. We just die. So you cannot do that. You just cannot do that. So I think we just lost. Maybe we could have tried to get peace early when our borders were back, but I don't think we had the card for it. So I think we just got bad luck of the draw here. Bad RPG. Maybe I should have accepted a static line with the Guardians and tried to take out this guy, because we did have kind of a second way in, kind of, sorta. Maybe we could have snuck in here and got a headshot. But then again, that also meant we would have needed to build a road through here past 2 major rivers. This is like 1,000 IP right here. And unlike the AI with their free dirt roads, remember, we were only making like 80 IP a turn. That would have been like 20 or 30 turns to build the road I would have needed for supplies. So I don't know how valuable that would have been. I don't know. And same thing with this guy. He's just too far away. Building this road would have been so expensive. In your game, you didn't expand your militia for the first couple turns so the AI wouldn't surround my borders. Yeah, that can work. Like I said, I don't think I'm gonna, especially on hostile planets, I don't think I'm gonna do the militia start anymore. I think I'm gonna probably do 1 unit, maybe I'll do 2, just so that you can essentially establish your circle, and then that gives you at least some options. I do like the scrappy thing from nothing but that's a little RNG for stream. I don't mind if I lose in like 10 turns when I play single player, but for stream, that kind of sucks. So it is what it is. Now, I don't know what my plans are. Like I said, I wasn't planning on doing this one. People seem to enjoy it quite a bit though. So I don't think we'll do it on Wednesday. I'm gonna hem and haw a little bit. We'll play something else on Wednesday. And stream time on Wednesday may be a little early. I don't work Wednesday for Thanksgiving, so I'll see. We may start a little bit early, just FYI. I'm not 100% certain what we'll stream, but if you want more Shadow Empire, leave a comment on this VOD and I'll judge. I don't want to burn us out on Shadow Empire before the DLC drops, but I think we're a couple months out at least, so maybe a second playthrough wouldn't be too bad. We finished this in what? 3 streams? Yeah, in 3 streams, and 2 of which were pretty short, so we could zip through another Shadow Empire pretty quickly. I could gin up another cool map. So, yeah, I'll think about that. Okay, I don't think I need to thank anyone other than the cool people who were hanging out tonight. I appreciate you guys. As always, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. If you're not subscribed, I'd appreciate your subscription. YouTube's doing the thing where I get +1 subscriber, -2, +1, -2. So I'm in one of those things, which is just depressing at the moment. So hopefully we'll break out of there and continue to grow. Next week is channel anniversary. Technically, I think it's on the 30th. I don't think I'm gonna plan anything super special other than we'll just say yay us for 2 years of the channel being around. Yeah. So beyond that, if you really enjoyed it, don't forget to leave the like, the subscription. If you want to support the channel, you can always leave a super thanks, join me live for a super chat, check out the Patreon or the membership here. All those things are super helpful. I did just pick up a couple games. For anyone who didn't notice, Steam started a kind of a Black Friday sale. So I picked up a couple new things that we're going to check out. One of which might be our Wednesday stream. I'm not going to spoil it. It'll be a little bit of a surprise, but there's some decent sales going on right now. So I joined right when it ended. Yeah, sorry, Omega. But you'll have the VOD to watch. Glad you stuck it out. Yeah, like I said, I don't mind losing as long as I'm learning something. So I learned I don't understand how to fight walkers properly. So we'll do some research on that one. All right, guys, I'm going to save what's left of my voice. I will see you guys. I think I have a video. Oh, I know I have a video. Tomorrow's Dominions. And then we have a third Zero CVOT coming out. And hopefully some more stuff in the near future. So I will see you guys on Wednesday if I don't see you in the comments of Dominions. All right, that's it for me. Here's an ad if you're around, and I'll catch you guys next time.